How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I don't know why I'm sounding so musical today, but we got ourselves more 5V5 1V1 DUELS today, boys. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. We're back. Final duels before patch 11.1, man. This is the last time for you to enjoy your classes before you get buffed and or nerfed and or whatever. Mostly we're seeing, I'd say mostly buffs across for most classes, but like we're losing PvP talents, so there's significant PvP changes coming through as well. So that'll be fun. Dude, I'm so excited for the new stuff. Привет, здорово, Крагар. Сейчас команду себе заберу через секунду здесь, да? Я сделаю Johnny lead. Johnny, you want to be lead for the day, my man? My man Leo, you want to be popping in there, dude? I also got Drudy, who apparently wants to bring a bunch of homies. I'm letting him know, like, we're going to be cycling people, how we usually do. So I let him know ahead of time, but yeah, this will be fun. List of the group under multi-core. Beautiful. Beautiful. Is the thing gonna work? Or do I have it set to PTR? I probably have it set to PTR, don't I? Ooh. That was loud. Don't slack on that. Oh, wait, hold on. Hope everyone is healthy. Feels like I know I'm included. Oh, effed up. Don't slack on that. For real, though. For real, dude. I feel like there's definitely someone going around locally here, so that's not fun. Kragar, already ready? Hold on. Segundo, grupa. Where are we, Johnny? Johnny's already listed. Oh my goodness, boys. My man, Johnny. You're already listed up and ready to go. That is wonderful. If y'all want to join in, my guy Johnny, he's listed right now, boys. So don't join me. Join in with Johnny. He's ready to go. Listed on the multi-core 5V5 1V1 DUELS. You guys can find him right now, real quick. Go. Let me see if I can do one of these. How to join in? Here we are. Valor Cap in third character, bro. Already Valor Captain, man. Enjoy it. I saw the Dragon Souls live as of what, today or yesterday? Hell yeah, man. Apparently people would immediately, like, within an hour or something, kill the final boss on heroic, so the full race is over. So yeah, pretty cool, huh? Then again, it's not like people didn't really know. It's not like it was a surprise of mechanics. People already knew more or less what to expect. Breeze Acid there, and we'll rotate the groups pretty regularly. I'm gonna let him know right now. Groups are listed in LFG under Molten Core. Alright, letting Drudy know because he was asking about groups and whatnot. Gonna muster up the energy on our cap before Tuesday. Don't we have... We had a brawl the other day. It was like the Compstomp brawl, so that would have been the best time to cap out, man. I think it was last week, if not this week. But yeah, check it on that. Plus, it's Honor. Honor is pretty easy to farm up, honestly. That'll take you a little bit. You ever so low energy you can't even turn on your computer? Like me, I feel low energy, or like... yeah. Definitely I've had those days, man. Definitely I've had those days. You burn and burn... Haha, yes, I was bored there. Wait, Stellars from Ekaterinburg? No shot, dude. Ready to rumble? Beautiful. Beautiful. We are live and ready to go, boys. Oh my goodness. I didn't know Stellars from Ekaterinburg, dude. I literally was born there. Holy. That's crazy, man. I wonder how the town, if they changed it all. Although looking at Google Maps, I don't know how accurate it is. Last time I looked at it, it didn't change at all. That's the town I was born in. It's like, we're dueling, boys. Yes, we are. Spectator match. Kragar. Johnny boy. The grand one. We're good! Tonight, we feast on the blood of our enemies, boys! Last duels before 11.1, man! This is it! Cap out your honor! So you can buy up the full set of honor gear as soon as it's available over on the vendors. Now's the best time to do it. All this conquest? Garbage. It does nothing for you. Honor? That's where it's at. Were we? Okay, here we go. I was gonna say for a second. Maybe we were waiting for like LFG or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna be rotating people like we usually do for the day, boys. Gonna be rotating, so there's gonna be plenty of opportunity, plenty of spots for all of you to play. We're gonna do, like, every 2 matches, we're gonna rotate 2 people that already played, 2 people that haven't played this week. So, plenty of opportunity for everybody to participate tonight, yeah? Buff monks! They're about to get buffed up, dude. You guys are about to get some plunderstrom ass abilities. What do you mean? I hope you enjoyed Talker Pounder. Like, monks actually not looking that bad. A lot of people playing Mistweaver, but when walking look that bad apparently. May not be like this, but it's apparently not that bad, numbers wise. Let's get a good one to Twitch. Got ourselves team 1 with Calicorn and Kragar. Ooh, I like that lightsaber. Dude, I'm just a sucker for anything Nightborn. Does this thing have a tongue? Yeah? Does this round have a tongue, or was it just like some kind of like a weird like... I'll need to take a look at it. It looked like that thing had a tongue. We got us a Kragar. We got us a shadowy duel as a night up. I like this version of this set, by the way. Oh, that looks good. What's it? A Bubble God? What? Bubble GKD? I have no idea. I'm gonna call him Bubble and Fire. We got Bubble, we got Fire, we got our Salmornia. Salmornia, it's like Remornia, but like with salmonella. That's about where my brain went, man. But Bubble tried to see if he can get himself an angle. It's going to be Cell. Try to get an angle as well. Got himself the full Beast Mastery sounder setup. As soon as Bubble is out in the open, this is where you want to go for the big game. It's stun for stun. Trinket out of Bubble. It's going to be human racial, so you won't have access to normal Trinket for a while. Blind with the Searing Glare. Salmon trying to go a little bit slow here. Fade, the trap does not connect because it was Searing Glared. It caused your attacks to miss. I didn't realize trap would be part of those things. Literally everything misses. Silence of the Bubble for a second. Got him out in the open. He got himself a lot of pets. That's a lot of potential damage. Needs to make sure there's line of sight from Bubble. Bubble with a bop. Oh no, hold on. He still might be able to bubble the Bubble and a bop out of this man into Eternal Shell for Salmon. Salmon needs to be very, very careful with the next stun. That could be very deadly. Trying to keep Bubble next to all of his pets, as well as the big dire basilisk. I don't know how well that thing's gonna work out for you, but it's at least doing some chomps in there. And the Salmon getting super, super low. Bubble got himself Herald of the Sun. That's a lot of dot damage, lots of healing as well. Salmon still got a lot of potential pressure with all these pets, but not a lot of health to work with. Can't Trinket out of a stun, but even if he goes for a Trinket, I think he might just be dead. And this is where for Bubble, this is an opportunity to recover a lot of health. For Salmon, are you just dead? Try to go for a camo. Not gonna last long at all. Swap it out for a different pet. Oh, I think it's over. Yeah, even if you have a Trinket, the Pally just got so much damage, you can just rock you all the way down, man. It is rough. Very, very, very rough. As this is gonna be Leo up next, IBF. I got a message from Kragar. Kragar, I'll check your message in a second here. Just wanted to get a moment here. Silence to fall out of Bubble. As Leo tried to see if he can lock him down, there's nothing holding back the death right now. Stun comes through, Blind holds up, but for Bubble, there's just not a lot left. Leo and Hansel, never mind. And Leo getting super, super low, trying to see if he can just keep himself alive. He's got himself movement, got himself the Riders joining in. This could be an opportunity just to collapse everything against the Pally. Pally with a stun, trying to go for Searing, will not be able to. And this will Leo with a quick AMS, immune to damage just to stopgap it for a moment, just so he can go in for the big finisher. Taking him out with Fire, trying to see if he can get himself some kind of a setup. It's going to be a CC on all these majority of the Riders, but it looks like Whiteman was able to at least send a disease. I forget what's it called, Unholy Blight or something? Or am I... Oh, was Unholy Blight like a Mr. Pandaria thing? Actually, Unholy... Was that the new, like, the different type of dot that Death Knights had for a short time? It was like they had the Frost Fever and the Plague one, and then you could go on Holy Blight. It's like a better version of either one. Big Ultra out for Fire. Got himself big buzz. Trying to see if he can get himself out of this situation. Knocking Leo back. Put him away from any pillar. Pyroblast flying. Phoenix Flames burning right through him. Does pick up a big heal with a Lichborn just to give himself a bit of that protection. Blinded to Fire for a second, but Leo cannot go for self-healing. Slowing down Fire with a Death and Decay. Blocks are available for Fire though, so he's perfectly fine. AMS down, Liu is able to avoid some of it. Fire still taking a bit of damage, but not near as much. Trying to see if he can burn past the AMS and is able to puncture right through it pretty easily. And for Leo, it's just not an amazing spot. Fire had to bust for a quick second. He's got himself Cauterites, he's got himself Icebox, he's got himself everything. So Leo, I think, is genuinely behind right now. With Fire going for that shifting power, Leo picking up a little bit of healing. Silence does give Leo an opportunity to have a go. Stun to follow onto Fire. It is going to be a stun. Does go for the block. I didn't know if he had a blink or anything available, but the block should help him recover a little bit of health. For Leo, He only has got defenses right now. Unless, sit down, Mage Food. He does have Joreem on that team, so that is Mage Food that is available. Joreem sleeping. Oh no, hopefully Joreem doesn't go dead last. So he gets a proper chance. Big ultra off of fire. He's playing with fire right now. That is going to be almost caught. Doesn't quite get caught with a caught. But there's goes a caught right now. It's still got pyro, still got damage, still got just enough. And he's going to probably burn out here. Unless he sits down for food immediately. Barely alive. Who's up next? This is going to be Saya. Trying to give fire what looks like as much of an auto duel as possible. He's got to bounce it towards his direction. Hop, 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 hop. Giving it as much of a chance to recover. I like seeing that. Love seeing it, but for fire, I mean, my man, it's gonna be rough, dude. No block, no caught. It's gonna be rough, dude. It's gonna be rough. We'll try playing out the Herald. Immediately stunned into a Searing Glare combo. Fire can't even respond. He just has to take the beating. If only thing you could have done maybe is pre-altered that, but there's just not a lot you can do. At least you gave him a proper shot. You know, even if it's not much of an opportunity to win, at least there was some chance. Krager have to go against Playa. Immediate bob to prevent the Warrior from even having an opener right now. And Krager cannot break past it. All he has to do is wait out until Saya is out of his protection. Saya tried to play the long range gameplay. Short charge for Krager. Got himself a bit of the ultra. Looking to reconnect. Disarm onto Saya for just a second. Trying to make sure he doesn't get a Hodge. Reflecting back at himself. But there goes Shield of Vengeance for Krager. This is going to be potentially a situation where mainly defenses. That trade on stuns is not the worst, by the way. Not the worst at all, actually. That's exactly what he needed. Parry is up right now. Wants to see if he can get some damage rolling, but Sai is just going to use Hand of Freedom to move. And what this actually makes it tougher for Krager to get it set up, because he can't even go for like a big demolish off of that. He needs like a stun to hold Sai in place so he can maybe go for a proper demolish damage. But he can't even do that. That was Blessing and Sank to try to see if he can reduce the duration of the fear of Krager is having to get the hell out of dodge. He has Rallying Cry. I don't know if he has Reflect. I don't think he does, though. Has to go for Battle Masters. Maybe a Rallying Cry right here. His health is incredibly low. And Saya looking for a first aid. He's trying to get first aid. Both of them dotted. It looks like the bleeds do end up breaking it. The Scragger getting a stun, a bit of healing on to Saya with a Reflect. Saya being extra careful with the Hodge, though. He knows as soon as the Reflect out of a Krager, he knows he's going to delay the Hodge until a little bit later. Could go for a Hodge now. Banner down for Krager. Got himself a Demolish, but Saya is able to just waddle away from him. Hand of Freedom and walking out of there with Shadowy Duel up next. Saya with a quick regenerate. It has to go versus Shadow Duel and Caligard still. So it's going to be quite a bit. Only burning a Bop out versus Krager. So he has Bubble, and I think laying hands on everything. Shadowy Duel, immediate Trinket. Trying to see if he can force things out of Saya. Shield of Vengeance holding off some of that damage with the land hands to follow up. Shadowy Duel with a cloak and evasion. Just trying to see if he can punch it through everything. He is hoping to get a bubble ripped out of his hands. And Saya having to go for a bubble right here. Unless he can go for some counter pressure onto the rogue. Quick step. Unless you can lock him down. Looking for that eye immediately. You are a Herald, so you have a lot of self-healing. Is going to go for a Shadow Strike. Watching you pick up the eye either way. I don't know if you have a full kit in the shot available. Blind, Searing Glare to follow. Shadowy Duel cannot respond. Has to go for a meld, but does get hit with a stun. No cloak, so this could be enough dot damage to absolutely melt Shadowy. He does get a kidney. Hold on. Oh, it's over for Saya. Oh, it's over for Saya. Oh, it's over for Saya. Shadowy Duel just had to force everything, then live. And as long as he gets a stun, he's fine. With Kurali gonna be up next. Wait, Kurilai. Hold on. Kurilai. I'm gonna call it Kuri. Kurilai. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm just gonna get it wrong. I'm so sorry. I know I'm gonna get it wrong. It's just the letters is how you pronounce it. I'm not used to it anymore. It is Kurilai. No, it's not a Re. It's Kubilai. Kubilai. It's a B, not an R. I got confused completely. I don't even know how I did that. Kubilai. I have no idea what that would mean. Kubi. I can do Kubi. Cutie? Cutie lie? That could also work better. Easier to say too. Get a full cheap shot by the rogue. Looking to rip right through Kubilai. My man might just be down for the count. Wall and bulwark. Try to get some count pressure to the rogue. I'll let you catch up to him. You got a lot of these. You got a lot of ancestors with you, firing through the wall. But Shadowy Duel barely taking any damage. He's rooted. Kubilai does not want to go over there. He just does not. He does not want to do this at all. He got himself a bit of zaps here. Big damage with the Ascendants, but back-to-back cheap shots locking him down. This is the last opportunity for you to make any damage happen, or CC, or anything you got. Try to get some pressure. Gouged by the rogue. Looking for the healing surges. Those answers should also add up to your healing, right? Is able to get a root of the shadowy duel. Is going to go for a shadow step kick. I think it's over, right? He barely has him. He just needs a little bit more damage. Lazo helping out. Shadowy Duel is just playing so much into a burst build. He just has 0 damage outside of cooldowns. And Jareem actually getting a chance to play today. Blizzard down on one side, Ring of Fire on the other. All he's got to do is find a way to shut down the rogue before he gets ramped up into a zap around the corner. It's still something keeping him in combat, or something keeping him out of stealth. I think it is maybe a Flame Shock. But he's trying to see if he can catch himself a bit of a reset. Jareem, I don't know if you have enough ability to blink in and try to see if you can keep the rogue in combat. Blizzard on one side. Doesn't quite hit that corner though, so the rogue can get around the pillar. And that's going to be an immediate, guaranteed reset with Jareem picking up the eye immediately. Do you recommend the trend book for the rogue, by the way? The Mog is a... It's like the Bloodfang set, but like black. I think it's a TBC thing, right? I know they had like a blue version of it set and a black version, which is what he's wearing. But I'm pretty sure it's a TBC item, right? There's a dungeon version, I think. Or if not the dungeon version, it might be that Naga raid. Forget what's it called. Jake, help me out here, man. TBC raid Naga. What are we looking at? Serpent Shrine. I want to say it's Serpent something. Almost want to go into Serpent Shrine Cavern, but I don't really know if that is the name, honestly. Big Meteor down. Shadowy Duel having to go for a trick. It does get hit with a sub. Massive burst out for Jareem, though. Shadowy Duel does survive. Does have evasion, which helps him dampen magic damage taken. Let's try to see if he can get himself a setup versus Jareem. Full flagellation. Massive burst. Cloak Shot is coming up very, very soon. Cloak into Ice Block for Jareem. And this is where the rogue goes back in with a massive eviscerate. Absolutely taking the whole team downtown, right into the jail cellar. Taking him out. My God. What a rogue. That was well done. Well played. Serpent Shrine Cavern. Okay, so it is a cavern. For some reason, I thought like a massive like raid wouldn't just be a cavern. I thought it was like a almost like an underground palace, or I don't know. It's like a factory. More like an underground factory. Let's get another one going here. Krager and Johnny, let me know when you guys are ready. We'll do reformation after the next match, unless it looks like Krager maybe dropped the one. Maybe he's switching every single match. Sorry about that. Where are we at for 435? Beautiful. Jeśli spozować addon Game Help, można testować в армии на любой арене. На все, что существует. Hold on. Если вы используете addon Wargame Helper, if you use an addon Wargame Helper, можно регистрировать. What is it? Wargames на любой арене. Okay. He's saying you could use any arena if you use a Wargame Helper. I think that's what I heard about Wargame Helper. I don't use it myself, but I'm assuming that's what Krager uses for 5v5 duels, or maybe just war games. Я посмотрю. How do you say you? Посмотрю на addon. I need to look into the addon after the stream. Oh, it actually, hold on. Is that what you meant? It just lets you like choose whatever arena you wanna? Oh, cool. It actually just like, okay, so this is what it does. Lets you like pick any arena you want to. Yeah, that's cool. I can do that too. I just had to plug in the name directly. I might just want to try to use it, man. Maybe I'll give it a go. I definitely need to try it. I need to at least give it a go. See if you can do spectator and stuff. Maybe it'll make this whole thing faster. Johnny, how are we doing, man? Are we good? Are we good? Готовы? 5 ready, sorry. Okay, ready. Go. Go down. Go. Секретный русский разговор. Да, секретный русский. Secret Russian Russian talks here. Yeah, me and Craig are just exchanging messages to one another from one KGB agent to the next, man. No, he was just telling me about War Game Helper add-on. How he said that it's pretty easy with the add-on to select which arena you want to duel in. Technically, I could already select which arena you guys get thrown into. I don't do it random. I select all of these specifically. I just need to have the name of the add-on, and I can type it like a part of the name, and it recognizes it. I can't do Tiger's Peak, because when I pick Peak, it tries to do a BG, Twin Peaks. So I can't do that. But Tigers, if I type that in, it knows exactly what I'm talking about. Shadow Duel destroyed? I know, dude. It's gonna be crazy, man. SSC, so it is Super Strike Cavern. Okay, that is crazy. Remember who used the transmog? I am not exactly sure. Was it Grifka? Are you saying that's Griff? Hey, this might be Griff. Shadow Duel might be Griff. It might be Griff. Actually, now that you mention it. But I'm not 100%. It might be Griff, but it might be a whole nother guy altogether. I have no clue. I have no clue. I'm assuming though, but maybe I'm assuming wrong. Switch. Got ourselves, ooh, Lore's on here. Leo and Lore immediately got hit with some shadows versus Astroni. Man's having to go for a fade. Immediately got himself a big damage with the rift. Could not really get himself a proper channel because AMS was able to stop the channel, but the rift is there and it is hovering. Silence on Astroni. Might be looking for dispersion potentially. Could be in a bad spot. Does go for the one facial just to back away. Needs a lot of healing versus Leo. Does lock him into some real quickly. Second stone right after. You try to go for mind games, oh, but interrupted into a quick frost strike, taking him out. That is so unfortunate. Shadow Priests do get locked down by Deathlink pretty easily. Then my Boomkins, I feel like, have a pretty hard time with Frost DK specifically. Just because it's a lot of pure damage and control and that silence and a kick. Oh, with Fire actually having a bit of a hard time, does get himself a massive ultra, but this Riders do spawn back in, slowing down the approach. Man is having to find a way to figure out how to deal with Leo. Leo coming back in while he's got some damage. And Fire having a random proc combustion, but he's all the way in retreat, maybe looking for a block here. At least he's looking for the caught with a block that is not that great of a combo. At least it's going to give you quite a bit of healing. But yeah, proc and a caught and a block together. If you can separate the two, you try to, but it is tough. Try to see if you can go for a bit of that invis. Breath immediately versus Leo. Finally got himself a proper setup. And with the G-Pie as a primer, playing Shimmer. Oh, that's why. That's why he's like in a little bit of a weird spot, because he's playing Shimmer, not the Blink. So yeah, as a mage, that's not the worst talent. But block against stuns like this is a Blink rather. I think it's a must-have at this point. Although, Frost Mages, I feel like have been able to make Shimmer work too. Like, being able to start a cast and blink halfway through, that is very, very good. So it really depends on the situation, I guess, honestly. Blind onto Fire, Leo trying to see if he can slow him down with the Death and Decay. And Leo's behind. He does technically have offensive power. Looks like he's going to unleash it now. I think I was trying to see if he can play it super, super slow. Silence on the Fire is going to be over. Lights absolutely shatters that man into bones flying in every direction. Is a Cracker up next? He's waiting for whoever next, and it's gonna be Caligorn. Mage. Death Knight versus Warrior. I call this guy Mage. In my brain, I was just like, he has so much control. Basically, a Frost Mage. Which, when you think about it, they do have a lot of control. I mean, that silent stun combo and those bone-shattering hits, it's not quite a Frost Mage shatter effect, but pretty close, right? DK is a hard counter, no way for casters. Yeah, it's definitely difficult for them, man. Definitely difficult in a 1v1 setting. You technically are a lot more even than you think, but that silence and a combo into a stun, if you don't have like a way to deal with that, it is rough. Caligorn does go for the trinket, breaking out of CC. Full dive by the sword versus Leo, and Leo backing up out of there, even though he's had a bit of cooldowns rolling still. As soon as he sees a parry, he doesn't want to fight it. Warriors are a lot better when they can constantly strike at their target. They don't necessarily want to do hit and run. They can do hit and runs, but they're a lot better when it comes to them being able to sustain down the target, mortal strike and chop them like a tree. The more chops you can get in, the faster the tree is going to topple over him. And the Death Knight is a pretty mean tree, where Death Knight is actually a lot more hit and run, very similar to that of a rogue, just not with the same mobility. So he's having to wait until he's got some cooldowns, trying to see if he can set up a stun. Full stun with the Riders onto Caligorn. Massive crit, silence. So he can't even go for a rallying cry. Does go for a disarm. That does stop a lot of Caligorn's damage. or Leo's damage rather. Defensive stance, try to see if he can war break past the armor of a Death Knight. Lynchboard keeping him alive, does go for a big demolish. AMS is trying to see him give him any kind of defenses here. Short stop by Caligor, needs a damage hit or a heal, but it's gonna be Leo taking it. Oh! I think a rallying cry fell off as he charged in. Looks like Kragar, both, and Shadowy Duel rushed him. I'm not sure which one is supposed to be next. I think they're also trying to figure that out. Which one is it? Yeah, I think they're talking. They're like trying to figure it out. Who's next? Who's first? Who's next? Looks like Shadowy Duel is kind of trying to take a knee. He just wants to let Kragar go. Or maybe Kragar's letting him. Looks like they're just letting him go. Versus Sire in particular, honestly, not the worst move. I'd rather, if I was Kragar's place, I would also let the rogue go. Because I feel like a rogue is going to have an easier time versus a paladin than a warrior. Warriors and pallies is just such a, definitely can feel like a hard counter. Cheap shots out for Shadowy Duel. Getting kind of low in health is going to go for a bit of CC. And a resetting spaghetti. That Dawn Light is not going to let you catch an easy reset though. So you're going to have to go for some kind of stealth, maybe even vanish. Gouge for a second. Saya's gonna have a stun ready to go. Cloak Shadows ahead of time. With Shadowy Duel trying to make some kind of a setup happen. Might be looking for advantage potentially here. It's still gonna take a lot of the damage. Buzzing protection, immediate vanish out of the rogue. And needs to catch himself as much of recovery as possible. Shadow Meld is available. He just needs to kind of CC onto Saya. Sap out of the bob though, it is perfect. Second sap to follow. Throwing in a single hammer. Still got himself a vanish, may need to use it. Does go for a trinket. Saya's kind of low. Hold on a second. Might be low enough. There goes laying hands. I was thinking for a second maybe low proc a bubble. No. Laying hands first. Laying hands first. But Shadowy Duel does get hit with an AoE around the corner. Stepping around. Still dotted up though. Will have to vanish. He has to. Yeah. Unless he vanished that, that's just a lot of damage. And Bubble still available with Kragar charging on Saya. Breaking past his armor. Blind onto Saya. Looking for that Searing Glare. Does go for the trinket and a quick interrupt. Saya's gonna have to bubble this. Kragar helped himself the defenses, but Saya's looking for that recovery himself. So now for Kragar, that's an opportunity. Not only is Saya down with a bubble, you got Jareem, which is not the best matchup, but hopefully Jareem doesn't go next. Because if it's Saya into Cell, possibly Kragar can make someone work here. If it's Saya into Lore, possibly Kragar can make someone work here. If it's Saya into Jareem, that is going to be a little bit tough. Because Saya's going to need to commit quite a few cooldowns versus Saya. Even though Bubble Bop and Lay on Hands are all out, it's a Paladin. It is not an easy matchup. But this opens up him an opportunity here. Taking a bit of damage though. He got himself Battle Master Trinket, Rallying Cry, lots of healing. Parry still available. Trying to see if he can make something off of this parry here. War breaking past Saya's armor. This could be an opportunity for him to have a massive go here. Blaze him to follow to catch up. Saya with a big wake of ashes, looking for the range damage. Kragar looking for a bit of recovery behind the pillar. Does go for the stun, waiting out the Dawn Light. Is just not going to let him get second wind healing. Does get himself a little bit of healing off of Saya. Looking to leap. Waiting out the Dawn Light as best as possible. And I think that might have to be the play. Big slow into Saya. He doesn't have hand of freedom to free himself immediately. And if you could just wait, or if you could break a Hodge back at Saya, that could help. Battle sense available. Reflect for a moment. Defensive stance for a second. Stun onto Saya. I think this way you might just have to demolish. Trinket not available. Big damage out for Saya. Is it going to be enough though? Searing Glare. Kragar can't really do much about this one. He does still have Rallying Cry. He should be using that if he ever gets low. He got Saya super low though too. Hold on. Could be anyone's game actually. Question is, does Saya have Lay on Hands going back up or not? If he does not, next stun could be the end of ya. Next stun could be over. Big bleeds onto Saya. Banner down for Kragar. Looking to end it. Blind last second. Oh, and the bleed does take it. Who's next? Lore is next. Does Lore gives Kragar a chance here? He does. My boy. He gets a chance. Goes up for first aid immediately. I'll leave for one game. I'll be back in a bit. Sounds good, Johnny. I'll get somebody to swap it for you. Lord, do you want to lead a team here for a game, for a match or two? Because it's easy. I'll set it up for you. All you have to do is be online and on my BNet. That's all you gotta do. Kragar gonna hit with a stun immediately. Grip your hand out for Lore. Immediate parry out for Kragar. Does get hit with a blind. That is a lot of riders of the apocalypse upon you. Is gonna try to leap away from them. Maybe a grip. Does try to see if you can back him. Stunned by Krager, looking for a big demolish. Lord does not walk away from it. Goes in for a death pack, gives him a lot of health to work with, but can't really heal through it. Krager, Lord bolts super low. Krager with a fear, Lord with a lich board. That's gonna give him some defenses here too. Reflect up for Krager for a second. Blaze storm so you can't be stopped. Lord barely alive, but the lich board keeping him alive narrowly. Krager super low, sounds for a second, does get hit with a stun trick out for Krager. Stun back into Lord, Colossus smash, and does go in for the execute. Who's next? If it's the hunter, maybe. Does he give him honor duel? Alright, Krager, this is as much of a chance as you have to properly go for a 1v4 here, man. This is an opportunity. I can't share. Awesome. Awesome. Because then whenever Johnny is back, or if Plush is back, we can have him take over. All you gotta do is just be online. That's all you gotta do. And I'll reform the group, because after this, we're gonna take 2 people that played, 2 people that haven't played, get some fresh blood in here, and roll with those teams for like 2 matches. But Salvornia does give Krager a proper honor duel here. We are bottom of the tape here, 9 minutes, 30 seconds into the match. Dampening, rolling it to 49%. Every move you make counts. Reflect up for Krager really early. Reflected something out of Cell. I'm not sure exactly what. Stormbolt does get to connect, leaping in right over. He is technically the silence. Parry up really early. Make sure you're facing the pets whenever parry is up, because that's going to help you reduce a lot of that damage taken. All that damage from the pets can actually be huge. Just arm onto the hunter for a second as he's looking to back up out of there. Having to run through all of these beast fear on every single pet available. And for Cell, that's a lot of ramp up damage. Let's go for the knockback onto Krager. He's just stuck behind the pillar. If anything, he needs to be line of sighting for those kill commands, but Cell got himself that line of sight. Quick stun, big demolish. Is that going to be enough of a Hellbound to live it? Barely anything, and does go for the execute. Well done, well done. That is tough. I think as a Beastmaster Hunter, you need to have like the entire line of sight of the target. Make sure that it can't go behind the pillar at all, to be able just to spam kill commands to them and all the other damage. You pick up the ab accident? No, you didn't. And Jareem letting Krager get a proper honor duel. This, outside of Saya, is going to be Krager's hardest matchup. Mages are not easy for the warrior. Try to go for, I think it's a Shimmer playstyle too. For Jareem, does go for a trinket, knocking Krager back behind the pillar, and Krager's actually going to take it. He's just going to go behind the pillar and just chilling. This is a Frost Major that's playing some zonal builds here, though. So he's got himself Frozen Orb, he's got himself Ring of Fire, he's got Blizzard. So if Krager does not position correctly behind the pillar, and there's not really too much he can do when it comes to positions, he might be in a really tough spot here. Ring of Frost does stop him, trinkets it immediately. That's going to be another knockback, using it more aggressively rather than defensively. This time around, chasing after Jareem, who's looking for a bit of a retreat, actually. Stormbolt around the corner. I don't think he has a normal blink, so stuns are going to be huge. Blocks it really early for Krager. He may be looking at a parry here. Does land a quick interrupt onto that poly. Big bleeds. Jareem does land a poly either way. Banner is down. Taking out the banner. Poly again, reflected back in the mage though. Jareem could be in a bit of trouble here. He needs to get those Frostfire bolts whenever possible. Does go for a quick altar. Krager may need to use something here. Does go for the parry. That is a lot of damage out of Jareem with full burst. This is everything out of this mage, and he's got altar, so he's okay. Krager just needs to be very careful. The more damage you can limit, and that Ray of Frost is just absolutely melting through Hellbar. Stormbolt does end up shattering the spell cast for Jareem for a second. Looking for a kick, does not connect. Breath, that's going to be full stun. That's going to be very deadly. Does Jareem have follow-up? Frostfire Bolt is so painful. Fade into a defensive stand. Jareem getting super low. Warbreaker does connect. Trying to go for execute. Oh, he's just one hit away. Krager better be very careful. First aid insta. Jareem, ice block recovery. Krager just ready to go. Has he got Blaze Storm? Stormbolt insta. Does have a charge right after. Fear to fall, just so Jareem can't even respond. If you got Blaze Storm, that would be the play, right? Big bleeds. Jareem knocking him. That knock is perfect for the Blaze Storm. Krager looking for the line of sight immediately. This could be good for Jareem, though. Oh, it does go for the blink. Shifting power. You're bleeding, though. Trying to go for a kick, but he reflects an interrupt back at himself, so you got precock for a second. Sheeped up. Holy. One more hit. Oh, Jareem. Oh, his cells are so low. I think it's over. Oh, my. He did it. He actually did it. Man, that was not easy. That was not easy. As soon as he got you super low, I just started Ray of Frost, and I was like, oh my god, there it goes. No parry, no nothing. You have to find a way to lock him down and catch a quick reset or something. Oh, it's just so nerve-wracking the entire time. But he pulled it off. Let's go, boys. Alrighty, we gotta remake a group real quick. Real quick. So Krager, I think, is gonna be remaking the group. I'll be remaking the group as well. Lord, do I have you added? Let me have you added on BNet, right? Because that'll make things easier for me. Alright, Johnny got an AFK for like 2 seconds, and I'm gonna 1 second. Here we go. I need to set it to Raids Legacy and Molten Core 5V5 1V1 Duels. Join in, boys. Join in. Groups are listed. We're gonna be rotating people, man. Pre-block was bold. I think sometimes you gotta do it, man. Young Jay. I could make Jay lead too as well. That could work out actually. Lore just signed up, my guy. Okay, so I take 2 people that haven't played, 2 people that have. I could pick up Young. That's a lot of mages. That's a lot of mages. But if I pick up Young, that'll be somebody that already played. Lord's gonna be lead, so I have to have him in here. Young is new. Okay, I'll take Young. I can take Saya, and I'll need somebody that already played. Sign up real quick. Somebody that's already been on team Johnny and with Lore. Sign back up. I'll get you in. Because I guess we can take Saya, and we'll take a +1. So this is what we do usually, is 2 people that played, 2 people that haven't played. I'll give you guys like a second. If not, I'll take Kane. Right? I'll take Kane. Спасибо за между дуэлями. Это было прекрасно. Это honor дуэль. Тебе дали все honor. Секунду, хорошо. Hell yeah, man. Krager's scary. Krager, if you give him a chance, man, he pumps. That man knows warrior. That man knows warrior really, really well. Sometimes I feel like you get Krager in this position, like in a duel that's super unwinnable, like Saya versus Krager. Pallies have an advantage. It is crazy good. In a proper 1v1, like, and then maybe in a group match or a team play or whatever, it's a little different. I'll get Kane. So Kane is going to be an extra body for us. Krager, whenever he's ready, we'll get him up and running. Give him a second. But yeah, so normally for these duels, what we'll do is every 2 matches, we'll remake the group, take 2 people that haven't played tonight and 2 people that have on the team, Johnny or, I guess, Lore. Let's give Krager a chance. Yeah, man. I try to give people like a proper chance when it comes to 1v1s and duels as well. I think it's just like, I don't know. It's fair. Like if I'm in a BG or whatever, random BG or whatnot, or maybe open world stuff, and somebody's already like jumping a guy, I'll let that 1v1 happen. I'll sit on the sideline just to watch it. Like whenever I queue in like skirmishes for like the weekly quest or whatever, when there's just one person on the opposite team, I ask the other guy, hey, you want to duel him? And if he wins, he wins. I leave. That's his win. I even did it like in a rated match. I think it was with Kineric. Only one dude ended up matching. And I was like, yo, let me 1v1 this guy. I think I won one of them. And I think I lost one duel. Because I remember like losing a duel and I was like, no, don't res me, just leave, let him get a win. Right, it's a proper 1v1. Kineric bounced out too. GG's. Oh yeah. Карагар, скажи, когда готов, друг, у нас вся команда готова. Ah, man. Hopefully I won't be too sniffly today. Oh man, I'm coming down with stuff. But I've been kind of coming down with things for like ever and ever and ever. You know what I mean? DK hard count on the way for it's a pretty rough, honestly. But some things change. I must say the same. Reds are neck and neck boring to watch unless they're outlaw, of course. Wait, Reds are neck and neck boring unless they're outlaw. I mean like outlaw rogue versus red pally duel, or like, or would you mean instead of rats you meant like rats, as in calling rogues rats? In that case, I don't blame you. Rogues losing a lot of their PvP talents is going to be interesting though. It's going to be interesting to see how things go. Is Krager listed up? Or are we good? I'll ask him real quick if he's ready. R question mark? Because we're good on our team. I don't know if he's listed or if he's gotta be AFK or whatnot. У нас один человек перезаходит минуту. Okay. Okay, one guy relogging, so we're chilling for them. We're waiting. I'll be patient. Elusive slug. Wait, and he's undead? And he's got the receding hairline look? I mean, that would do it, right? Elusive slug. That would do it. Broken silver snap bottle? That would do it. That would do it, man. Looks like Asmund. Maybe a little bit. Come on, man. Asmund got a little more hair. Unless you mean like the frail stature. Listen, or maybe it's just the forehead. That's a lot of. I mean, you could build a house on that thing, right? That's a prime spot for a player home. I don't know if Asmund is in that space. I feel like at one part it's like maybe I should go look and compare, but then it's like I shouldn't. Choose to be nice today. It's an intentional choice. Because what if I do a look and it's like, what if it's actually similar? Like, what am I gonna say? Nothing good. Did you want to say something? I'm back. Hey, man. Well, we got the group already set up, Johnny. But yeah, I'm not about to kick somebody out though. We're waiting for Krager real quickly. I don't know if they're not listed at the moment. They're waiting for one guy to relog, but we'll give them a second. Could be an opportunity for you to maybe join up with his group if they're looking for a +1. If their +1 is taking a second, could feed the family off that. Nah, maybe. All right, Lore. Do you have me added on Real ID? Lore Ethian. Oh, you do. Night Fiend. Perfect. That's what you meant by Night Fiend. Got it. Okay, you lead. Here we go. I'm gonna need to bring up Night Fiend again. Just so I can, like... I'm not bad at spelling. That's it. I'm not bad at spelling, you guys. I just want to make sure I get it right. Night Fiend, Kragar, 5. We don't do no grand. We do... Oh, you and Johnny have the same icon of Lich King too. So I looked over, I'm just like, oh no. Tolveron. Where did Tolveron? I've been liking using Tolveron. Night Fiend. Got it. The overall fits. Listen. Choose kindness. Unless you're just memeing for the sake of funny. Oh man. For here we go. Making sure I say my stuff. Man. Trying to watch Krager stream, but I can't understand anything. All good. I mean, I guess you could play it in the background if you want to. Or, yeah, Russian language is a weird one to, like, listen to as well. But yeah, I'm sure you, man, if only you could do, like, spectator while you're not playing, if you could, like, still also spectate, because then it's like you can see his POVs and stuff, but yeah. Anyway, we got ourselves another one going. Switch. Got ourselves Caligorn joining over for the team too. Krager on that team. Shadowy Duel joins back in as Strong is the Shadow. Fire and Krag are going to be first one charging in versus Young Jay. So up and out to the Frosty Mage this time around. I think played normal Blink, if not Shimmer. Got himself Frostfire Bolts insta. Big damage. Krager with the Reflect. Trying to see if he can close the gap for the Ray of Frost. Looks to go for a kick with Pummel, but doesn't quite connect with Young Jay actually getting the roundup onto Krager. Man's literally running circles around the guy in the most literal way. Trying to go for a big demolish, does not connect with a final slam, which is super unfortunate. Parry up, and Krager could be actually in a bit of a weird spot right now. His health dipping kind of low. Battle Master Trinket, I don't know if that's actually got used. He got himself Rally still. So I think maybe that might have been Battle Master Trinket with Rally and standby. Got himself a bit of that Blaze from Young, trying to see if he can get out of dodge. If this was a normal blink, this could be an opportunity for a proper stun out of Kragar. Oh, it looks like actually no Stormbolt is not available, so he's kind of stuck here. Maybe Reflect, trying to see if he can reflect anything from Young. Does go for the quick kick on a Polymorph. I don't know if he got Blaze Storm or anything. is going to go for the defensive stance. Trinket was used, trying to see if he can avoid Young as best possible. Ultra is available for the mages, and Cracker, I think, realized that, yeah, Ultra is up. Maybe he can go for a bleed. You got to be very, very careful with what he interrupts, what he uses CCC for. Maybe look at a rally here, potentially. This is going to be possibly a rally situation. Ray of Frost, if that shatters, Ray of Frost would be very, very painful. Cracker sounds super, super low. Rally was used, needs to get himself a breather at some point. First aid immediately, trying to see if he can get Young Jay to get super aggressive around the corner. Stormbolt connects, the freeze does not stop him at all. The breath, I don't know if he's got Blaze Storm or anything. If he's got Blaze Storm, that would be a pretty good time. Dude, did charge though. Does put him in a really good spot, however. Second charge, a quick interrupt, trying to deny Young, any kind of cooldown reduction, and goes in for a quick block. Unless he's got an out to stop Cracker's self-heal. Cracker's gonna get full recovery. The Warrior has to get super aggressive here to stay alive, just to get the other guy locked down. Blaze Storm to waddle out of that stun. Glacial does hit, got himself a bit of that reflect. Young, if Young is quick, he could always get a interrupt into Kragar to get himself the quick precognition in order to get CC, but also interrupt immunity breath as soon as Kragar closes that gap. But Young's health is not looking all that good right now. Every single one of these mortal strikes is painful, every one of them. It does go for yet another block. At least he's got himself the water rally, keeping Kragar at least a little bit of blasted. And then with that quick freezer or two, Poly right after, trying to see if he can stop it. It's going to be a quick kick, got himself a full Poly into a banner down. And unless if Young got some kind of a go here, try not to get interrupted as best as possible. Big roar bleeds out for Kragar. I don't know if he's got a leap or not, but Young is looking for the full recovery. Kragar has the advantage right now. He has the ability to press on the assault. Ultra is available on the opposite side, so for Young, he's got himself an out. That's all he's looking for, is an out of this situation. Kragar was aware of it, but mostly just trying to get aggressive with Young, just to force him to play on the back foot, play very, very defensive, right? Not really try to go for the kill, but rather try to preserve himself. Stormbolt and just try to get out. Trinket right after, does get hit with the slow. Massive knock, does connect. I honestly thought it was closer line of sight, honestly. Does get a charge around the corner. Blink right after. I don't know if Kragar's got any more ability. But as long as he's got a bleed onto Young, not letting him recover easily, no bleeds right now, so that's a big first aid. Ring of Frost, almost stopping him, but not quite. This is going to be a Blaze Storm chopping him down with a stun right after, has himself a blink available. Breath, he goes pre-defensive on this one instantly as he goes in for a full poly. Is this an opportunity for Young to actually have a go here, though? Maybe, possible. It looks like he's still just trying to make sure he's playing the arena, playing the long-range gameplay with the Ray of Frost. Shatter does not quite connect in the best way possible. Kraken with a lead, got himself a charge into a quick Stormbolt onto Young, big demolish. Oh, just taking him out from like half health to nothing in just a few swings. With Saya going to be up next over for the T1. Man's blasted him out instantly. Parry up right after for Kraken going for a mage to a paladin. That is a lot of pressure into even more pressure from one pressure class to another one. It is not easy to do at all. Does go for a disarm for a second reflect, or Krager having to go for Saya with a quick trinket. Started to Krager, man having to trinket himself as well, just looking to bow out of there. But that, yeah, the Dawn Light is not gonna let you do anything at all. Cannot let you second wind. Just constant dot damage is just pure rot. And Saya is just not letting you reset that at all. You got rallying, but that's about all you can do. Battle Masters was activated. Having to go for rally, he's borrowing a lot of health. As soon as those borrowed health goes away, Cracker's health is just going to dip to 1, and then the Dawnlight is going to execute him here. Just watch it in a second. Unless Cracker picks up some healing right now. His health gets dangerously low. Quick stun, waits out. Oh, Dawnlight is still on him. I was thinking maybe it was gone for a second, but no. It's still there. He does pick up a little bit of health. Oh, it just faded. Oh, it just faded. Oh, it just faded. Okay, if you get a reflect onto Saya's Hodge, you'll be golden. You just need to get one reflect. And this could actually work. No, does not quite connect. Saya does not commit with damage. Trying to go for Searing Glare. Krager got himself a bit of defenses. Got himself the reflect a little bit late. But it does give him a little bit of defense here. Might be able to force something out of Saya here, actually. Hold on. If he can re-engage him, he might be able to make something work. Big blades are up. He's going to be able to burn through the chill defenders. Got parry technically. And there goes the Dawnlight. As soon as he wanted to go for that leap to get away to catch a heal, Dawnlight comes in immediately stunned. Does himself a little bit of healing. There's going to be a big demolish. Saya with a lay on hands. Parry up for Krager. Did use reflect here. Hodge is going to be out for Saya. You know he's going to use the Hodge as soon as reflect is down. And Kraken with a quick fear. I don't know how the Dawn Light is looking. Is it about to fall off? It needs to. It needs to. Saya is trying to make sure that Kraken does not get any breather behind the pillar whatsoever. As the warrior does go in for a disarm, a little bit of damage. Saya actually under a bit of pressure. Dawn Light still on Kraken, does go for the leap. Reflect up for a second. I don't know if it falls off. First stage, just trying to buy yourself as much health as possible. And finally falls off, but you got nothing. You maybe can stun him. That's about all you can do is maybe stun him. Any tick of healing helps. Saya does get super low. Trick it out for Kraken. Does go for the big avatar. There goes the banner. Blaze storming out of there. Saya looking to end the duel right now. Kraken needs some kind of a big heal. Anything, but Saya did end up burning his one big defensive. Actually still a Bob too, so I'm surprised he didn't bop himself here with Fire trying to see if he can take down Saya really quickly. Now that Saya doesn't have access to a Bob, Spell Ward or nothing, this could be for Fire the biggest burst right here. All he needs is line of sight. Saya has, oh wait, never mind. Never mind, he does get Spell Warden. I was thinking Bubble was going to give him a forbearance that was going to last long enough, but apparently I'm wrong about that completely. And Fire, all he can do is alter and just try to see if he can catch Saya as soon as that magic immunity phase. That's about all he can do right now. Man. Anyway, this is so much time, so I can just go translate. Oh, good, man. You made a Kraken stream? Yeah. Yeah. I can totally see it. Oh, man. Saya trying to see if he can get himself a slammer onto him. Fire, but he's kind of low on health to himself. He's going to need to use Dawn Light defensively, I think. He's going to have to use that for Word of Glory or Eternal Flame. And Fire could just go down here. Hold on, Conway is available. Maybe a block? He blocks it. Okay, Saya is gonna need to do as much self-killing as possible. With Fire, unless you go for like a full mastery build, and a little bit, we did see Fire Mages go like a mastery damage over time builds. Those were so effective, but like I don't think you can do that right now. Maybe next season they'll be able to go like full mastery, like to just rot somebody down completely. Because Saya's health got so low, if you had yourself a Giga Mastery setup, you could probably just let him melt behind the pillar, but yeah. Saya does end up cranking some damage out and taking him out. Who's up next? Is it going to be Astroni? Is it going to be the Rogue? The Rogue Shadowy Duel up next. Saya with a lay on hands as his only bastion of defense. I don't think he has enough in order to be able to deal with the Rogue. Full kidney right after. Trinket blind. Maybe he can just walk away and waddle away from the Rogue. Tried to. He just tried to buy himself as much time that once his Trinket. So for Shadowy, that's yet another cooldown. Then he no longer has to deal with. All he needs a good lockdown onto Saya. Full kidney and everything. And there just isn't much Saya can do. Does try to Blessing a Sanctum really early though. Real early Blessing a Sanctum. Ew! Immediate Hodge. I think it was just kind of spamming Hodge as soon as Rogue is going to Shadow Strike him. Does go for the blind, but it doesn't matter. Full cloak by the Rogue. Removing that Searing Glare. Kid the shot onto Saya. Unless you got some kind of way to heal right now or live. Shield of Vengeance is available. You do have wall. Lay on hands does get used as you get super low. The Rogue breaks past a lay on hands so quickly. Back to back eviscerates. Absolutely just chopping you off. Gonna sell you off for parts now. My God. With Laura going to be up next. Death and Decay down, but the Rogue is already out of there. Eyes are available for either side. So Lord could pick him up. I guess actually, yeah, you know what? There's a Frost Acid. I think you actually would want to pick him up and then get the Rogue out and get into combat immediately. Get the Riders, get him slowed, everything. Especially if the Rogue is going to be going for advantage because you can pick up the Eye and then chase after him. Yeah, he's going to get himself a strike, kidney shot immediately. IBF out of Lord, trying to go for a blind, does not connect. The Rogue trying to see if he can get away from the full Remorseless Winter. It's going to be Riders joining in, tricking for trick, and gouge onto that stone. Pretty decent for Rogue. Does go in for the advantage, but he's looking for a complete reset while the Riders are out and about. Lore, unless you pick up the Eye, the Rogue is just out of there. Unless you see which way the Rogue might have went, and you can kind of more or less run towards the right pillar. You trying to shadow meld him? You're trying to shadow meld him. I was gonna say for a second, like, the Riders are kind of giving you away, aren't they? Death and Decay on one side, Lord trying to see if he can catch back up. No more Trinket available. Maybe has Lichborn, does get a proper open on Rogue, so you can pre-Lichborn something. You might just want to. And as long as you get yourself a Rider, big stun, this could be an opportunity or something you could work off of here. Also, AMS would help against some of the Rogue damages. Shadow damage doesn't matter, actually. Never mind, the Rogue just absolutely just executed him. Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? Hold on, what was that crit? What was that hit? I need to see how hard that hit. Hold on, he had a whole full health bar, and the Rogue just stole it. Subtlety? More like a thief? What is that? Melkor gonna be up next. Last time Melkor got to play. I don't think he got to play too often, but too much. But he did end up just popping off. Big damage. Immediately finds the rogue with a blizzard. Brad into a poly. The rogue has no outs. I think it's just over. Cloak of Shadow. Someone broke that poly a little early. That's really, really good for the rogue. Trying to see if he can get himself some counter pressure versus a Melkor into a bit of a knock. Cheap shot right after. Blinking away. Got himself a bit of that shielding. Just a Ray of Frost. A big DFA. Slamming. Doing a bit of damage. Melkor with a block. Just looking for an escape here. Shadow Duel no longer has a stun breaker. No longer has a trinket. The cloak still... Maybe somebody could work with that? Maybe? Melkor would have to get over there immediately though. That's the only way you can do it. 5 seconds. Yeah, I think he's just going to wait out until trinket is back up unavailable. Unless you just immediately hit him. Nah. Yeah, he's just trying to see if he can maybe get some pressure on the guy. Big DFA. Maybe it'll be enough. Not enough damage. Not a crit. No, nothing. It's going to be a full freeze. The rogue has a trinket. Does go for the cheap shot. Melkor back it up out of there really quickly. Still got a bunch of flurries. Try to see if you can use mobility to stay away. Big secret technique out for the rogue. Looking to potentially end. The meteor comes down into the full smoke bomb. And rogue is still super low. Evasion is up. Try to see if you can use that evasion to dampen some of the magic damage taken. Yet another advantage to shadow step close. And to close that gap. And Melkor with a block. I don't know if you break the block to keep the rogue in combat. No, you just use your pet. You just use your pet. I don't know if you can use your pet freeze around the corner, maybe. Blizzard on one side, Ring of Fire on the other. I don't know if you just go for an aggressive blink. I don't think you could do it, right? Don't think you can do it. Human racial not available for a good bit, so Melkor is going to be under a bit of trouble. Not a lot how to work with, so he's got to find the rogue before he finds him. That's about all he can do. Breath on the rogue, dropping him in the CC. Or have full health at least to work with. Shadow Widow with a full first aid. So he's recovering a lot here. While Merc is sitting down. That mage food doing a bit of work, but not enough though. Not enough. He's still super low on health where I think you just go down. Blade does help him. Another cheap shot. Third cheap shot. Melkor needs some health. Needs some damage. Big DFA. Can't stop it. Barely survives it. Cloak of Shadows for the rogue. Shifting power does get interrupted. Oh! Yeah, by the time Cloak fell off, that was over. With Kane gonna be up next, just throwing down some dots on the shadowy duel. Is this man going back up on top? We are at 74% dampening. You ain't healing nothing. Full stun. Does he himself a proper go? Got himself the he used Apocalypse there. Because he did summon a do you have like a dot Apocalypse? Like that creeping death debuff? Is that a thing still? I don't remember. Or do you? I don't even know. Or maybe there wasn't Apocalypse, it was just like a random proc. I'm not even sure, honestly. But Shadowy Duel is down for the count. Nothing you can do there. It's just so much damage and you don't have enough defense to work with. Was he bugged out, by the way, if you watch the replay? It did look like he hit him with a sleeve, but I thought the rogue shadow stepped it maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I do need to take a look at it again, apparently. Kane with an IBF, that is going to be a full War Breaker or Call Smash out of Caligor. As long as he's got the line of sight and melee range of Kane, not letting him go anywhere. Banner down, so Kane can't even stop it. That's full burst out for Caligor. Nothing you can do about it. Just sees a big demolish and it just over crushes the man. Oh my goodness. The rogue does pick up 3, by the way. Well done, well done. Taking out Saya and then going to continue fighting another day. Well done, well done. Let's get us another go in lore. Let me know when you're good to go. We'll get Kragar and we'll go for another one, yeah? Uno más, boys. Uno más. Let me know when you're good, boys are good. Or if you need more bodies. Or if you need more bodies. Or if you still got 5, we'll just queue up. And after this next queue, we'll reform again. Or starting, we are live right now. Wait, somebody joins? Ready? Krager's ready. Let me know if ready. Wait, you guys already leave the group or? Ready? Okay, cool. Neat. We'll do, what are we gonna do? We do Dalaran Silvers. We'll do the Dalaran Silvers. And then we'll reform the group after. We'll take 2 people that played, 2 people that haven't played, yeah? And we'll rotate people out. We can either keep Laura as a group lead or Johnny. Either one works, honestly. And we'll try keeping a bit of variety going. Go Aaron's back in. Let's go. Toxie is back. Let's go. Toxie. I actually want to see how well Toxie plays Assassination next patch, man. That thing is looking, well, I'm hoping it'll be good. But, Rogue in general looking kind of like the opposite of that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? It's like the opposite of Riz. That's what Rogue is looking like. You know what I mean? Alright, good switch. Got ourselves Goers over for the team 2, ready to go, kind of under the wing of the Shadowpriest Astrani. We got ourselves Toxiel in there, packed with Caligorn as well as Krager. We got Saya back over in team 1, ready to go. We got Kane and Lord as the Death Knights, Malcor and Young as the Frosties, man. With looks like Saya, Caligorn, Leah, or Laura goes first? One of you guys are gonna go first, right? It is Saya of the Bat versus Strani. Wait, are we having a bit of a rematch here? It wasn't last time. Saya versus a Shadow Priest. And the Shadow Priest, I think, almost got Saya, if not basically got him. It's going to be immediate dramatic damage. Astrani may be looking for a dispersion, potentially trying to see if he can hold on to it as best as possible without having to send it insta. Needs some kind of CC chain onto Saya. Trying to see if he can drop down a bunch of DPs, any self-healing. Got himself Death Repair as well as VE. So that should help him stabilize a little bit. As long as he gets himself some decent casts, he should be able to keep up. Look at that health, man. He's actually doing a pretty decent job. Look at that recovery here. Hold on, Saya. Maybe looking for a layer enhance here really soon. Fear by Astrani. Try to see if he go for yet another Void Torrent. If Saya is not careful, this could put him in a bad spot. Astrani trying to see if he can live this. He's going to be dispersed. Saya getting kind of low. Hold on a second. Saya, layered hands super late. That was a little risky. If it was a crit out of Astrani, I think it might have been the end of you. Astrani needs whatever health he can, man. Mind Game's going to help a little bit. Blind out for Saya. Searing Glare, so Astrani has to play super defensive. He can't even go for fear or anything. His next CC chain got to be clean and airtight. Void operations, trying to see if he can back up out of there. Saya's got himself a bit of damage to follow. Quick interrupt on Astrani. Definitely puts him behind a little bit. Stun, but after, let's see how anything. I think it's over. I don't really know if Astrani can live that. Yeah, it is just way too much damage all at once. The best that man could do is, I don't know, early fear Saya to catch yourself a breather, catch up as much healing as he can. Toxic out here with the Toxic Slime, full bleeds into Saya. He knows he's going to be able to force a bubble out of him. Just by pressing those cooldowns, he knows he's going to be able to force a bubble out of the guy. He's still held on to Kingsbane just for that reason, I think. He's trying to see if he catches himself a reset though, but he's not going to be able to. Kingsbane's still available. If you can just get yourself a Kingsbane and then send them back-to-back Envenoms, nothing Saya can do. Full Kingsbane is in. Disarm for a second. And Toxie, he's got himself Cloak. He's got himself everything he needs. Just letting Kingsbane do a little bit of work there. I think it's going to be Cloak here in a second, right? Probably, yes, Saya's over. Oh, it's interesting seeing Saya just absolutely just clobber some people. Just some classes. Man just walks in and just absolutely slams them to the ground. But then it's like you got Toxie or you have not Shadow Duel pop in, and they just like go in and they just absolutely dismantle Saya like piece by piece, right? Plate item by plate item, take him apart and then chop him up to little pieces, package him up. It's just kind of wild, man. I guess some classes do have a hard counter, and Rogue, if played correctly, can deal with a Paladin to some degree. Although the Herald of the Sun definitely does not help the situation though. That definitely can make things a little tougher. That being said, I will give Saya some credit. Maybe if he had Bop, Lay, and Bubble, that might switch things a little bit there, to be fair. Lore, sapped up, Toxic, Cloak of Shadows immediately as soon as the man breaks out of CC. Kingsbane into the guy, coursing through his veins, into a disarm, not letting him respond whatsoever. And the guy is just going to be melting. He's got death back, so he can't even heal right now. Trying to chase after the rogue. He's got a little bit of health to work with. Looks like a lot of it is necrotic, but it still is health. It is a health pool, to the very least. Which for sure, yeah, full CDs. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to give some grace here. Like, you know what? To be fair, probably full CDs would be a very different story. But it's just, but it's like you know he's gonna have to bubble like a big death mark. He has to. Like, if not sending a cooldown there, just he just has to. You know what I mean? And then it's just a Kingsbane just melts. It's like this is. It just is crazy to see how Saya can be put in a situation against a class and there's like nothing that class can do. And then he just gets flipped on him completely. There's like nothing Saya can do in that situation. So actually taking out Lore though, just letting that Kingsbane course through the man's veins. And there's just not much a death they can do in that type of a situation. Unholy DK, though, might be a bit of a different story. If he can just keep the rogue out there with those undeads by himself, not touching Kayn, he might be able to get him some big damage, because Toxie just kind of surrounded by the undeads. Let's get him with the slow. DG is still on him. If he can send out the army of all these shambling horrors marching up for Toxie, he might just be able to keep the pressure rolling in. Sap and does apparently get one of the best to attack him very, very quickly, as long as someone keeps him in combat. I don't know if that mages keeping the rogue in combat. It does go for the stab. Quick cheap shot. It's going to be IBF to break out of it. Is playing. Oh no, he is playing normal. What's it called? Apocalypse, isn't he? Definitely. Oh, definitely. He got himself a couple of these ghouls. They didn't amp up to have like give you like less ghouls to work with, but did you make those ghouls hit harder? Hold on a second. Oh, these ghouls are dumb. These ghouls are dumb, but it's just still not enough. Toxic able to take out Kayn, still bleeding, quite a lot of damage being taken. Goair's looking to finish him off very, very quickly for Kayn. He technically does have defenses to work with here. He's trying to see if he can delay them. Stun onto Kayn, does get himself the AMS. Second stun does not go through. A quick stun onto Goair's, does get himself some kind of a setup. I think he sacrificed his own ghoul there for a second. He will need to get a new one up and running soon. Deathback being used. If you could just stay away from Goair's while Deathback is up, maybe you can make some work. Wraithmark helping out greatly here. Double stun totem, trying to see if you can avoid it. Second stun totem does connect. And Kayn's jetpack should be falling off here in a moment. Does get himself at least a pet, but looks like Goair's ramped up. I don't even know what you can do. Big Tempest back to back. Kayn trying to see if he can fight against it. I don't know if it'll be enough though. And Goair's does go in for a quick slam or jammer at the end there. It's going to be down to either Wizard 1, which is Melkor, or Wizard 2, which is Young. One of these two homies is going to have to find a way to fight through not only Goair's, Caligorn and Kragar, with both of the warriors running into a fair number of mages. To be fair, running into a fair number of mages. So at this point, I feel like both of them could be plenty prepared. Or with the both AFK? Oh, that'd be the worst if both of them are AFK. One of you guys gotta go. It looks like Malcolm is being sent out. Goair's, I'll see if he does something here. Normally, it used to be that shamans used to absolutely flip mages on their heads and just use them as a what am I thinking of? Use them as a mop to clean the floors with. But like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's just traded completely. Mages are in a much stronger position, or maybe I'm thinking about the other way. No, shamans are in a much better position now, I think. No, it flipped. Yeah, shamans used to absolutely school mages. Used to just steal every single buff out of them and just absolutely truck them. Now I think mages are in a much better position though. I mean, you can still rip a bunch of buffs out of them, but mages can do a lot though. With the full poly, trying to see if you get it set up. Goair's does end up knocking that stun, but it's still lots of instant cast damage for Goair's. He's just trying to see if he can stop it. He technically does have grounding totem, trying to see if he can save it up until a good moment. Maybe waiting for Melkor to collapse a bunch of damage like with the meteor and everything. Because if you can even react some of the damage while meteor is crashing down on your dome, that can be helpful, right? At least not all of these things are going to hit you. Trying to go for a big Ring of Frost. Does let him catching him into a big ascent out for Goair's with a Ray of Frost trying to stop him. Does end up breaking it somehow. Big damage up for Goair's though. It is going to force Melkor into a full block while the pets are CC'd. He does want to get himself one more wind strike. One more wind strike and ascend. Won't be able to try to see if he can land a stun to Melkor unless he can move the totem. Trying to. Wait a second. The root totem does Melkor to board back into a stun. Was that the play? Was that an accident? Either way, it looked awesome. Trying to see if he could get himself a lot of zonal damage. So if Goair's chases, yeah, he's just going to exit the box, man, completely. That's a full Ring of Fire, Ring of Frost. Oh, no, Ring of Frost, but a Ring of Fire, Blizzard, Frozen Orb. So, like, if you just hang out by the box, you're just going to take damage chasing after Melkor. He knew that he had to back up out of there for a quick second. Trying to land a poly. Does get juked, actually, giving Melkor an opportunity here to have a go into an immediate storm of thunder, trying to knock him out. Still meteor collapsing, as well as some of those common storms hitting a bit of damage. Trying to go for a, I think I was trying to go for a lasso, but I think he graded and missed it. So it literally broke it insta. I think, I'm not sure actually. It looked like almost like you melded it in a way. Big meteor slamming, big shatters. Goair's could be under a lot of trouble. Hold on a second. Wall is available. He might just have to burn it. Melkor still has a block in case he needs to. Try to see if he can drop as much damage. AoE down to Goeris, leaping in, blocking as he hits no health whatsoever. And Goeris, he knows he can just cast. He can cast unless Melkor gets some kind of damage or some kind of big defense to follow up with a kick. There's just not much you can do. Immediately hits him with a Tempest, try to go for a poly. Melkor, you have a stun technically. Goeris could knock you. Yeah, every single time, man. Knocks it every time. There's just not much you can do about that. Oh, and yet another Tempest striking him. One step closer to getting lower and lower. Goeris, now there's a man of honor. True! Goeris is a man of honor, honestly. He really, really is. And it's gonna be, even though you missed that kick, you still were able to do just enough damage. Young Jay trying to see if he can get some AoE damage out on the Goeris. Frozen Orb does not quite connect, is going to reposition completely. Does go burrowing underground for a second, knocking up Young, who's trying to see if he can go for a full stun, but he immediately stops him with the root totem, with a stun totem right around the corner. If Young just walks in, he's going to get stunned up, actually avoids it completely. Dropping in mad damage. Goeris got him some mad ascendance though. Hold on a second, those wind strikes are going to be painful. Is able to stay on him, does go for the trinket, polymer front after. If you break the poly too early, trying to see if you can shatter him down, but those wind strikes, look at those wind strikes. Oh, Frozen Orb does take it. Oh man, Frozen Bomb does do it. I honestly did not expect for Frozen Bomb to do as much damage as it did there. That was something. Caligorn, is he gonna give the mage a chance here? Not gonna give the mage a chance here, man. He is a class that definitely plays into a disadvantage here versus a mage. But for Young, having a block at the very least, he can get himself a reset. Might be looking for a block here, really, honestly. Caligorn had a lot of damage, though. That's a lot. Yeah, unless you block that, yeah. I think he was trying to press the next global to block, but it's just, yeah, didn't quite go. Man, let's get us another go. And actually, we got to remake the group real quick. Alrighty, let's do that really fast. Lord, do you want to continue being lead, or do you want to pass the lead back to Johnny? Because one of you guys got to continue being lead for the next matches. One sec. All right, so we got to reform ours real quickly. I'm gonna remake it. I can lead for one more. All right, resign back up. So tell your team, remaking it completely. So if you guys want to join in, we here. Lore is going to be lead. So I need 2 people that played and 2 people that haven't. So Fresh Blood, join up. Melkor played. I just want to see if you can populate this and get some Fresh Blood and people that played. So 2 people that already played, 2 people that haven't. So I'll try to see if we can get us some Fresh Blood. But if you guys want to sign up, groups are listed right now. Go, go, go. Join up. Join up. And people that played, I'm counting not just my team and Krager, but only like my team. So if you played on Team Krager, you want to join play against Krager, you're more than welcome to join us, because you count as somebody who hasn't played, at least on this team so far. Okay, we'll take Melkor, and we'll need still 1 more person that played, 2 people that haven't played tonight. Try to see if we can get some variety in here. Niche, okay, easy. That guy has not played. So then we need 1 more that played, 1 more that haven't played. There's like 2, unless we don't get Melkor in. So there's 2 spots still. We're in a bit of fair rogues. Fair, yeah, it is actually quite a bit. Normally we saw less and less rogues over these past few weeks, I feel like, in the duels. Sometimes we had some weeks where we had like no rogues at all, which was interesting. And we'll probably see less rogues in the next patch. Like, it's a new season, so we'll probably see some. But rogues don't look like, I don't know, OP or anything like that. There's not a lot of people playing them over in the PTR, like, at all. Paladin duel, gods know where rogue can kill it. Yeah, that will work. Alright, so Leah will be our second that already played. Unless we don't get Melkor. And we'll need 1 fresh body. 1 freshie, real quick. Let's get an invite, man. I wonder if Adwo is just queuing, because it is the end of the season, or if he's what am I trying to say? Or if he's chilling. Rao, I'll take Rao. Cool. I don't know if Melkor. No mind. We send in 1 more, boys. Onomas. Still need 1 more. Melkor didn't take the queue, so Saya or whoever. You guys are more than welcome to. Next, what I haven't marked as no. I guess it's for duels. Okay, I'm trying to see if I might be able to get a Drudy or somebody, one of his friends in on these. Is Stellar in, by the way? Oh, Stellar is Astroni. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me see if Tama wants to join, actually. Hey, Tama. Wanna join 5v5 Duels? Question mark. See if this man is down for it or not. But yeah, we got one more spot, boys. Uno más. It'll be good to go. Gum. Yeah, we got Tama in, boys. There we are. We're beautiful. Alrighty, Lore. I'm gonna make you a lead, and we are good. We'll send you guys into a Blackroot hold, I guess. So that this team will get to make 2 matches, and then we'll rotate the groups out again after. Give you guys as much variety as humanly possible, yeah? Did I save this one though? Well, if I didn't, I did now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just get all the duel videos rendered out over the weekend, and then so I can just clear out all of the duel footage and audio footage, just yeet it into the nether, just to have it ready and fresh for season 2 stuff. Because I'm like in recording 440. It's like, dude, I just want to drop it back down to a 1. Just to get it a quick refresh, a quick reset. Got through too many of these, man. I'll try to see if I can do that over the weekend. Twitch. Got ourselves team 1 together with, oh my, I was just out of balance completely. I was like, man, I should have, that could have been my opportunity just to go and explore. Tom immediately having to fight versus Toxie. He's gonna go for the panda ratio with the trinket, trying to see if we can just get CC onto the rogue. Big blaster damage. Meteor crashing in. I think Meteor clipping Toxie, though barely, but it's not enough to keep him dotted though. I don't know if he was able to get a proper Frostfire bolt in there, but that would drop a little bit of that dot damage onto a rogue. Since it is kind of like a fireball, or kind of combines Frostfire, a Frostbolt and a Firebolt together in a way. I guess is the best way to put it. This is going to be trying to go for a poly. Immediate poly off that step. Oh, that is so rough. So close to a step kick, but not quite there. As he does go for a bit of a Combat Storm combo here. Tama got himself a decent setup. Does catch the rogue out in the open. The rogue forced to go in back in with a quick ambush. Sheep shot could potentially be a block here. That is a lot of damage. No Kingsbane. Oh, no, it's Kingsbane. Oh, wait a second. Maybe hypothermia. Actually, probably already he still had hypothermia, wasn't he? Oh, that is unfortunate. With Laura gonna be up next. Immediate disarm out of the rogue. With Laura try to see if he can go for a blind. Trick it out for the rogue. Does have a Cloak of Shadows. May need to cloak, or better yet, vanish out if he lives this combo. Does go for the cloak. Get the shot right after. Full dots on the Laura is gonna try to see if he can vanish out. Death of Decay slowing him down. If you're fast to catch him, does end up going for a trinket. Blind for the rogue, but it's just not going to be able to last long. Evasion back up in play though, so for Lore, he's got a limit on what he can do right now. He can't really connect with the rogue while evasion is active. Next getting shot by the rogue could be enough right here. Does he have the comp points? She dead last second, looking to escape, but Lore does go for the big rip with the last shatter in the end. These boys are going through one another real quickly. Kragar chopping him up. I swear, man, every single time we have somebody come up, they just slam the other person down. It's just a fresh new start. Kragar did not have to commit too many cooldowns onto Loris. He's ready for Niche as best as he can. But Niche got himself with a quick fear as the Outlaw Rogue needs to either vanish or try to find a way to maximize the drone rush right now. If you're not in stealth, the drone rush is rolling, you're losing out on that uptime. I feel betrayed. Oh no. Wait, why? Because Kraken walked in and just like slammed you? Oh man. Then you just try to see if you can poke around the corner around my man's Kraken, leaping in right after him. Looking to stun the rogue, but he does avoid it completely. I don't know, what was that, like the fastest ambush and sprinted right through him, or a grapple hook or something. But Kraken just trying to see if he catch up to the rogue. He just grapple all over with a quick vanish. Massive grapple yet again, got him so lots of mobility. I was giving him out a duel. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh man, is Kraken trying to? I see what you mean though. But is Kraken trying to get himself a blade storm, catching up to Niche? Is going to be the rogue catching yet another vanish reset cheap shot opener. Kraken finally locking down Niche with a stun. Not taking a lot of damage from the rogue though, and rogue able to escape so easily. As he goes in for a leap, he just grapples out of there. Quick charge, gouge, and he doesn't have a Xerxes to stop it. That is unfortunate. Niche at least is denied a proper re-stealth with that weapon axe toss or throw weapon. I think it's throw weapon, right? Axe toss is a warlock thing. And you still got a couple of throw weapons here and there. Does have the banner with a straw bolt connecting with the rogue. Bleeds are in, so for Niche, he got a kidney shot. He could make some kind of a go here, possibly. He's just backing up out of that completely. He has a drone rush. He has a lot of things to work with, actually. I think he's just seeing if he can wait for invasion. Blind on Chicago just to find a way to get the warrior off of his back for just a moment. And I think he's just looking for the reset. Let's see, DC'd? No, he's not DC'd. I was thinking for a second, maybe. And he's just looking to avoid him as best as possible. Does go in for a Stormbolt. Trinket for the rogue. Evasion is available. I think for the rogue, this could be an opportunity to have a proper go versus Kragar. Kidney shot available. Big killing speed to follow. Hitting him from every angle. As long as you get yourself maybe a vanish and a bunch in between the eyes, you will have yourself a proper solid go. Try to see if you can make it happen. Does get hit with the disarm. Pistol technically is an offhand weapon, so it's not disarmed. Or pistol rather is not a weapon at all. So you can still keep using pistols and between the eyes to keep slamming damage. And he's trying to see if he can get himself a bit of reset. If he can just re-stealth for a second, he could have a go again versus Kragar. He'll just need to have some kind of a stun to lock him down. But a stun trade for the both of them. Niche super low. Maybe Cloak of Shadows to try to remove the bleeds, unless he's just dead. If he doesn't have the cloak for the bleeds, I think he's just dead. The vanish gives him a little bit of that healing. Kragar is actually looking very healthy. Normally when it comes to rogues and warriors, when it comes to duels, maybe it's just with Fury, but Outlook could actually do pretty well versus warriors generally, because it's a lot of physical damage that your armor is going to be able to dampen, but the range damage and the constant pistols, the constant pressure, sometimes warriors do have a difficulty dealing with that. Not for Kragar though. Man was able to take Niche down. I think it might have been down to I actually don't know. Maybe it's just Fury Warriors. Maybe just Fury Warriors that have like side advantage. Convoke onto Kragar. Man not sitting stunned long at all. Able to shell shock Rao, his opener. As he got himself full bleeds back up with no berserk just yet. But he's got himself at least a run to Kragar, looking for a bit of that heal. Heart of the Wild used really early. So he's actually in a situation where he could stay and tussle with Kragar the entire time. Kragar seeing the bleed, seeing the constant pressure with Heart of the Wild, decides to retreat for the time being. Stormbolt onto Rao. Just trying to see if he can back himself up out of there. Waiting out the bleeds. If he can just wait out the bleeds long enough, get second wind kicking in. I think. Maybe? He picks up a little bit of health. Yeah, second wind probably not kicking in just yet. He probably super defensive with a bear from the depth. It's not actually going to kick in. Trying to see if he can wall and maybe get some bleeds in the Kragar. Because Warrior's kind of lowish too. Warrior does not really have too much health to work with. Maim as he goes in for a bolt. Does himself a demolish. I think he needs to take out Rao right now. Because otherwise I think he's going to bleed up. He might be able to delay the bleeding with a Battle Master Trinket or a Rallying Cry. But he's taking a lot of damage. Able to go for Ignore Pain to offset some of the damage into that shield of Rage. But just not that much. And it's just constant pressure. Does go for a maim. Big Convoke. And it's over. There's just not much you can do there. With a quick Wrath getting fired up on Guerres. That is so rough, man. Those bleeds. Especially once you get the full set of them. Unless you can get yourself a full reset with a second win, yeah, it's just going to be behind, permanently behind. Rao trying to see if he can just waddle away from Guerres, but I think with the hint of Shaman, Unless you got yourself some kind of an easy, quick escape, like a full bash or maybe sprint, catch yourself a full re-stealth. Yeah, it ain't happening. I was thinking for a second, like, maybe Cloud, maybe this would be the escape, but unless you get yourself like a full stun and sprint behind the pillar, catch yourself a full 100% reset, that's gonna be rough, man. As Leo got himself full pillar of frost, everything ready to go, Guerrero's hit with a stun, but he's actually very DR, that thing from the Feral Druid trying to go for that main, right? Silence right after, but Leo taking lots of damage from Guerrero's. He's got himself plenty of healing as well. Maelstrom not really impeded at the moment. Mana still available, so for Leo, he's not going to go through the rest of a team between Caligar and Guerrero's and Astrani, so that's a lot to deal with. Trying to see if he can yoink Guerrero's from away from the pillar. Does get himself a second grip blind just to lock him in place right as they're ready, but Guerrero's going on the ground. He has Ascendant, so he's going to have to get counter-offensive here, I think. He has to. Leo dropping down Dome really early here. Guerrero's hit with a stun. You might be able to take it before he gets his full ascent, but he's going to have to ascend. He's just going to have to at some point. Try to catch up as much healing as possible. Leo wants to see if he can take him down. Got himself some damage. Big silence. I don't know if Guerrero's going to ascend off of that. He's just going to have to, I think. That or stun lock Leo. And he's trying to see if he can pick up a little bit of healing. If he can get behind the pillar and catch up a little bit of health, he might be okay. Not having a trinket for Guerrero is going to hurt him, though. Just not having a trinket. I don't know if he can, like, ground the stun from Russ's Winter. Maybe he can ground the silence, but, like, that's about all. The best he can do right now, I think, is just try to see if he can go range from Leo, leap away as soon as he gets gripped in, and hope he can avoid the Frostworm's Fury, and then go full ascend. I think that's about literally all he can do if he wants to win it. Giving Leo at least a breather, with Leo trying to wait it out for like the next 15 seconds until he's got himself full Frostworms. For Guerrero's, this could potentially be a full go here. Blind onto Guerrero's right after, as he got himself a bit of damage, leaping and stun. He got a trinket back. You do have a trinket backup. Silence right after. Sunder on to Leo. Try to see if you can ramp up some damage. Lasso is going to get stunned up again. Big Tempest. At some point, you have to have yourself a big go. But no, Leo. Oh, just get the pressure rolling in. That's going to be immediately Astrani setting on a Void Rip over to Leo, who got IBM and Lichborn. He's got himself every defensive available. You just got to be very careful with mind games. He can't go for self-heals or for damage. He's just going to end up reversing whichever one he does. It's going to make things a little bit tougher, man. It's going to make things a little bit heavier. As he's trying to get himself full PI, everything available. Leo with a death pact, everything ready. And Leo trying to see if he gives himself a bit of a breather. With Astrani, if he got himself Void of Racial... Okay, never mind. He used that already. I was thinking maybe he could, like, sneakily center one side, rush over at Leo, board on top of him, quick fear. Leo is going to have to play super CC heavy. He's trying to see if he can chain silence into that pure stun, shrink it out for Astrani. Does land a kick on him. Maybe this will be enough to go and deny and disperse. Does get a disperse either way. Leo's going to take a lot of damage from the rift. Like, no matter what you can do, that lurch is always going to do a bit of damage. Not much you can do that whatsoever. Astrani does have a fear, does have a silence, does have a stun, so for Leo could be under a lot of trouble. Stun, mind games, if you silence him, some of his DK spells, he can't even use them. So that's going to be huge. Silence is, I guess, a net that actually helps out a lot. It doesn't stop the death tricks, I don't think, but it'll stop a good portion of their abilities. I don't think they can kick. I don't think they can do anything like that. Maybe they can obliterate, but that's really about it. But it can help you. Trying to go for a full stun. Stun onto Astrani. Oh, the riders are ready. Astrani got himself desperate pair. Trying to go for a fear. Oh, but he goes down. I thought Astrani was going to be okay for a second. I saw a fear. And then I looked at Leo. And apparently he had him down. And Caligar looks like he's trying to give Leo an honor duel. That or he's AFK. I think he's trying to give him an honor duel. Maybe Leo could walk up and death strike off of you a few times. That's about it. But I don't know if he is. No mage foot, never mind. It's all good. All good. Leo's given a chance here to bring it back for his team. His team left in tatters and shambles, but he was able to claw it back up to this point. The question is, can he fight versus Caligar, and can he take down the warrior here? And I think the matchup is in... I think warriors generally win this matchup. The sustained damage of a warrior, I think it's a little bit beefier. Zug, very honorable. Let's see it, man. Love to see it. Banner down and the blind goes through. And Leo trying to see if he can escape this. He's playing very, very defensively, trying to go for hit and run until Caligorn, seeing that Avatar Bladestorm, trying to see if he can avoid it as best as possible. Death Indicator Slash to try to slow Caligorn, sacrificing the ghoul immediately. Leo does not want to take too much damage from these bleeds. Because Caligorn, his blades are not going to be the most deadliest thing in the world, but like it's going to get Leo low enough where a single Mortal Strike can really just chop you up. There goes the cheat death, trying to go for big demolish. Leo having to go for Legendborn, but all his whole health bar is now necrotic down. He can't really respond. He got Frostwind's Fury, so he can maybe go with his full stone versus Cal. Cal no longer has a trinket, so this is where I think you need to go Frostwind's Fury. Get your riders. And I don't know if you live this. Yeah, no, Caligorn just needed one good hit. One good swing. It was a valiant attempt. Cracker picking up 2, Leo picking up 2. Valiant attempt. I do appreciate you guys giving him a proper chance here. That was tough, though. Let's get you guys another one going here, yeah? One of us. Leo and Cracker. Let me know when you boys are ready. And I got a DM in Discord I'll try to respond to while we are figuring out our groups and stuff. 40 for 41. All right, so we still need, what do we guys need? Are you bailing? Is that what's going on? Is Leo bailing? Last one for me. Like, this next one is last one, or that one was the last one? Hopping now, boss. Oh, you're bailing now? Okay, cool. Neat. Pass the lead to, I guess, either me or Leo. I can have Leo lead again. Or if you mean like this next one is going to be the last one. Okay, cool. Neat. I'm group lead. I'm gonna make the lead. I need a +1, boys. Uno más. One more, real quick. I need a spot. I left early. Wait, do you mean to leave or do you mean not to leave? What's happening? Is someone in a Draenor Shard blockade? Where's that at? I don't know what Draenor Shard blockade is. Wait, somebody in my group is silenced? Wait, is Thomas silenced? Uh-oh. I gotta go mental lead, didn't pass lead. All good, all good. I got lead. Why me last? Okay. Okay, so we got LFG and I can get Tama back in as the last. I was thinking for a second, like it says somebody in our group is silenced. Now we know who. I need a +1, boys! +1! It looks like I have 2 spots, I only have 1. Because Tama once in, but yeah. LFG stuff. So if y'all want to join in, more than welcome to it. We got a spot right now. Well, let's get an invite. Randall, Rodor. I haven't seen that name in a while. Astrani's over on the other team. Pretty sure. Unless he's swapping over. 1 sec. I'm letting Cracker know that I need a second. Nemi, yo. See if Nemi is down to duels. I'll check. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, big boys? Sulek, how you doing, my man? Hope you having a good one, my guy. Wow, my man. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Sure, invite. Beautiful. We got Nemi. Nemi the Warlock. And then we'll get Toma. Once we are good. Nice. Delist. Toma. Invite. Wait. Second. Waiting for Tama. Hold. There we go. Cool. Leo is a lead. Beautiful. Alrighty, we are gonna send you guys to a. Where am I gonna send you to? Cargo Johnny boy. We did Hook. We did Rook. Tiger's Peak. There's also one Legion Arena with a big statue of a cat. I feel like that one statue, it creates such a massive pillar that in Duels I remember it was like super frustrating to play up against. I want to revisit that one again at some point, but I feel like it won't be as good as Tolveron. I feel like Tolveron has been kind of a mild success, which is pretty good for me, honestly. More arena variety. I know Robodrome was really annoying. Group Q set. We'll see if it works out. I just created Demon Hunter a few days ago. Omi fun class. Yeah, is it supposed to be Yummy fun class or I have no idea, but it's really fun. I think Demon Hunters are looking really good in the next patch, dude. 11.1 Demon Hunters actually look really good. Actually, really good. So yeah, excited for them, man. Excited for them. They should end up feeling pretty great to play with. Mid dummy fun class, yummy dummy, either or, right? Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Right? I feel you though. It's fun. It's getting better in 11.1. They're getting rid of some stuff like a talent that makes Felskard worse, but like Eldraki becomes better. By the way, I heard a lot of people recently in videos and stuff call it Eldrachi. Nobody knows exactly how to say it, pronounce it, like the Reaver spec. I'd say even just call it Reaver, right? AR spec, Hero spec, whatever. But like, there's a quest line where you get these Eldraki Warblades as Vengeance Demon Hunter. And then like a one voice line, there's Demon Huntress that you have to fight that claims the blades. And she calls them Eldraki for like a second. That's the only way that I know how to say it right. But yeah, Eldraki's pretty good. But I keep hearing people call it Eldrachi. And I'm like, but it's like I realize that only I have the... only Mightism made me want to look it up, you know what I mean, through in-game and actually do the quest line. I had to do the quest line on the first character just to find out myself. Fast, trying to see if you can drop down a big fell lord. Oh, Chakragar, man, got him some quick interrupt before the guy goes in with a full set. How many stones was that back to back on Chakragar? I feel like he ended up like DRing them super fast just now. Fear as a full tyrant is in play. Faster with the wall, no longer hanging out by his homie anymore. Parry up for Kragar really early. Only a few pets are attacking Kragar. A big Felguard, couple of imps, Gloomhound, big gloomy boy. But he's not taking too much damage. I guess he was missing doggos too. But that is going to be some mad damage out for the random procs from Fassel with that soul, the demonic soul inside of him. That could also do a little bit more damage as Kraken trying to get himself a bit of that healing. Fassel behind the pillar got himself a bit of that recovery. With Kraken looking for Mortal Coil, connects and Stormbolt comes out at the same time, charges back in, looking for a bit of damage. Shadow Fury down with a Fury to follow. I think he does Zerker's Rage, right? He does Zerker as soon as he can. Trying to go for a kick and actually does not connect. Big Demolish. Maybe it'll be enough. Kraken needs a little bit of recovery here. Does get hit with the Axe Toss. But I think actually Fassel is out of options right now, right? Blaze Storm, there's nothing you can do. Chop down completely. That is so close, but also so rough for the both of them. And Raoul gonna be up next. Not giving Kragar looks like an honor duel. No, he ain't. Big Convoke insta. Oh, there's just no shot. There's no shot. Even if he does survive the Convoke, that's a lot of comp points built up. That is tough. That is tough to play up against. Orc is going to be up next. The Warrior, the Fury, man. Furies are not insane in duels like they used to be, man. If you played back in like BFA, that's where they really shine, man. I feel avenged. Fair enough. Ooh! But his Blade Master mug looks awesome. I do like that. That looks sick as hell. Hell yeah, Ra is just gonna set a full bleeds onto him. Orc as a Fury Warrior. Oh, he's playing the mountain thing too. That is interesting. Lightning and damage, that's actually really good too. Actually pretty good. Can't they also go for more stam? Or like more healing through impending? I'm pretty sure he does have to go for defense really early, just bleeding out on the arena floor in Tiger's Peak. Having to leap away, hoping maybe the bleeds fall out for second wind kicking in. Rao just needs a couple of Moonfires just to keep that second wind from kicking in. He doesn't need the damage from Moonfires. Does trade a main with the Stormbolt. Pretty cool trade. Look neat, but it does give Orc at the very least a bit of that breather. Making sure the Pharaoh also does not escape him that easily. Is going to be a Barskin does not have thorns to combine with it. Oryx is taking a lot of damage right now. That does go for the wall here. So for Rao, he's tanked up and ready. Oryx actually seeing Rao play super defensively here. Let's give it an opportunity for him to at least get some healing, some damage. Avatar, big convoke. He just waited for a convoke to be back up and available. Using that convoke to even heal himself for a handful of seconds. With Toxic going to be up next. Rao, unless you can catch yourself a reset. Yeah, Sap is going to catch you. No more bark or wall. You only have Heart of the Wild. That is even if you live it. Yeah, this might actually be pretty rough for Rao. With the Kingsbane, everything melting him down, that's not going to feel good at all. He's just going to have to take a lot of damage to the face. Does go for a Heart of the Wild. Just look for the heal. Another Heart of the Wild might be enough here. Toxic with a quick garrote. Could go for a Kindle shot onto Rao. Kingsbane does fall off. Rao trying to go for a bunch of bleeds. Does have a trinket for this one. Does get full bleeds onto Toxic too. And as long as you get a full lots of dots and just walk away from the rogue, Toxic is going to be under a bit of pressure. Unless he goes for a Cloak of Shadows to shed those bleeds. He might think about it. Unless he's staying super aggressive. Actually, as a rogue is not pressing Cloak. He's getting lower and lower. A good Cloak. Does he run the Cloak to remove the bleeds? He might just die. Does he? I don't think he's running the PvP talent. That might actually be a good idea for rogues to stop using it. Because he could have been losing it in a bit. Oh! Convoke and he saps it? What? What are these moves? What are these moves? Kindle shot. Do you have enough? Big Kingsbane. Oh, big Deathmark. Everything available. Kingsbane. Everything is available. Bash. Oh! How are you alive? How is this guy alive? Seriously. Oh man, and Niche is going to be swapping from an outlaw to a sub-rogue. He's hanging out by the either. Toxie, I don't know if he can maybe go for a sap here, but he does go behind the pillar at the right time. At a perfect moment. Needs himself that sippy cup to keep himself alive though. Niche more or less knows where he's at. He knows. He knows. He has an idea. He has a pretty good idea. He's going to try to see if he can maybe close the gap. Maybe he could go dance sap. Try to see if he can maybe back up out. Looks like the eyes did end up falling off. I think that's what he's waiting out for. For Toxic, he does have a trinket, cloak, disarm. Everything is available besides offensive power. So for Niche, if he can just like, I don't know, maybe he might be able to make something work. I think just the bleeds might be enough for Assassin's Rogue. Might be looking to pick up the eye. Does pick it up with a blind on Niche really early, so you won't have it for later. Toxic just needs to be very, very careful with the trinket. Does go for the trinket. Seeing dance and everything available out of Niche into a disarm road after stopping a lot of his go. That is pretty good for Toxie. Got himself a full Kindle shot. Niche, question is, does he trinket it? That is an evasion on Niche too. So Toxie with the Kingsbane does connect. Niche is gonna have to, actually, does he have a cloak? Did Niche cloak something or is it bugging? Does go for the vanish. He's still in combat because he picked up the eye. Toxie taking a lot of damage right now though. I don't know if he can cloak any of those damage into a cheat death. Oh, it was so close. Wait, Niche, did he die? Hold on a second. No, he doesn't die. No, he doesn't. He's taking quite a bit of damage though. Yeah, Cloak is gonna remove all of it. I was thinking for a second, like maybe Toxie. Maybe if we just got a big enough bleeds, a dot on a Niche. Because it did do Kingsbane, that did connect. I was thinking like maybe. Maybe it's like you just wait. Maybe it'll ramp up. It did not ramp up. It did not. So for Niche, that is gonna be one real quickly. Goeris doesn't have eyes for either side though, so he can't even find the rogue. That's gonna be Niche opening up with full burst in the opener, secret technique, everything. Lasso by Goeris with the root right after Niche. No longer has an easy escape. He did end up burning a melt here. Stun, I think it's over. Just gonna get clobbered. There's just not much a rogue can do in that situation. Yeah, when you don't have an out, you just get clobbered. You just take a lot of damage. With Tama gonna be up next. Swap it out to the ice form version of a Frosty Mage. Now that Goeris has a lot of stuns, but Lasso and Totem will still be helpful. I think that stuff will be helpful. Plus for Tama, that's going to be some juicy Crossfire Bolts. Polly, trying to go for a kick. I don't know what broke that breath, by the way. I have no idea. That is going to be grounding immediately. Tama does go for big form. Massive damage to the Goeris. Goeris with wind strikes. That's a lot of damage. How about you pop a wall here? Tama, hold on a second. Pan the racial right after. Spike to follow as he goes for a full root. Oh, Meteor just walks out of there. Goeris' wall did hold up strong for a while through all of that though. But Tama is kind of in the spot where he's trying to see if he can fish for even more procs possibly. Got himself Lances, Sunder, Stun, Block. There it is. And for Goeris, he just needs a little bit of recovery. a little bit of heal, a little bit of recovery, he might be okay. But for Tama right now, ice form available in what, like 20 seconds? He might make something work here. Might make something work here. 100% Eldraki? Yeah, like there's a quest line that even says Eldraki. That is how they pronounce it, so I have no idea. I was backed up. I'll get, man. I'll get. But yeah. Tama might just go down here, dude. He got blocked. Ice form is available. Maybe enough procs. Ooh, that Frostfire Bolt hurt. That insta-cast Frostfire Bolt was painful. Not enough to kill Goers, but it was big hurty. Tama, I think you just gotta hard cast some Frostfire Bolts, man. You have to hard cast a Frostfire Bolt. I actually think it hits harder than your Glacier Spike. Goers just on the ground immediately, dodging that meteor comments from combo. With Tama looking for the flurry. Oh, baby! He got himself the random proc of ice for him. That did the trick. With Caligorn gonna be the last one left. For Tama, this is an advantage for him here. Being a mage versus a warrior, catching him immediately, slowing him down, quick procs. You play Shimmer or Blink. I don't even know which one you play, honestly. That's gonna be potentially a block here. Better, perfectly placed block. Caligorn, do you have yourself a break for the block? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Yeah, warriors, I think, don't really run it unless they go and look up against a full paladin with a full team with paladins and mages. And that's gonna be Tama immune to stuns for a second. Not immune to damage, just immune to stuns. Trying to see if we can back up out of there. Reflect that for Caligorn for a quick second. I think someone was able to reflect it back. And for Tama, that's some shifting power. So he's got himself greater invis. He's got himself the Pandaren Racial, which Caligorn should be able to Zerk a rage out of. And at least he's got himself, I don't really know, Ultra coming up. Shields are coming up very, very soon. Breath is available. Can sit down for some mage food. Is going to try to see if he can slow down Caligorn before he has himself a proper go here. And Caligorn is just going to have to find a way to manage this. Does go for the quick interrupt to make sure he's getting himself the precognition. Full meteor, crashing down massive damage. That is a stunner to Tama. That is a lot of damage out for the mage though. Does go for a quick blink. Second blink with a shimmer. I don't know if he can reverse it. He got himself shields coming back up reverse it. First aid! Caligorn just threw in a fear just to get himself a bit of healing. That's not a bad move, actually. Oh! Yeah, that proc, a Frostfire Bolt, while you have Ice Form active, that hurts. That hurts a lot. This is why I keep telling mages, like, if you're playing Frostfire version of Frost, you gotta actually Glacial Spikes, good damage. Meteors, good damage. Ray of Frost, good damage. Your Frostfire Bolts hit harder than any of those if you spec correctly. I am not even joking. They actually hit harder than any of those things. So literally hard cast it into a flurry. You will see the damage. Alright, Kragar and Leo. Let me know when you guys are ready. I don't think we need to. We just remake. Oh, do we have to remake the group for Leo? I think we do, right? I think we have to remake it now. We made like 2 matches. Ready? We'll just run as is and we'll remake it after this one. How does that sound? If we need a group, we got 5. Okay, I might be able to queue your team against one of them. Okay, let's do this. Let's do a switch up a little bit. Johnny and Kragar, I'm gonna get both of them queued versus Call of get in that time. Maybe I might be able to get him play. Maybe. Kragar's ready? Okay. I might have to run him after Kragar's bounce for the night or something. I really don't know. Running like 3 teams with 2 teams actively rotating is a little tough now. Yeah, just finding time for Call of Duty's team. I'm having a hard time, like, how do I fit you in? Because Team Johnny and Kragar are like ready immediately. Like, give them 2 seconds, it's like ready. Or even if you need to remake the group, they're ready really quickly. Not grand again. We'll do not grand. Hey Dala, what's up, Rick? How you doing, man? Don't woke up, didn't join you today. We're still running games, so if you want to join in, man, you're more than welcome to. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good, my man. Hope you're doing great. The Draken being one of the few mortal races or worlds that stood up against Sargeras is an insane bit of lore. Wish you got more here. Exactly. That would have been so cool. Legion would have been a great time to do it, but the storyline for Demon Hunters didn't tap into Eldraki as heavily. It just was a vengeance thing, like a side trip to pick up the weapon, and that's about it. And then you just did the quest inside of the Legion ship. But yeah, they probably should have explored all the Eldraki, right? Because it would have been the storyline of like Demon Hunters are trying to find a way to fight the Legion. There's only one other race that stood up to them and actually had an impact with Eldraki, and they should have definitely explored on that more. Maybe like a, I don't know, like a 0.1 or 0.2 story update or something. Looking back at it, it's like there's a lot of cool stuff they set up, but they never explored on it, and it would have been awesome to see them fully like explore and dive into it. But yeah, Eldraki has a cool idea behind it. Which. Got ourselves Tama over on team 2. First up, ready to go. Versus Caligorn. Ooh, a bit of the rematch that we need. Caligorn knows he wants to get a bit of a... wants to get a little bit of that action right now. A little bit of this do-over with my man Tama. Man's immediately got him frozen. Orb getting thrown in. Blizzard on the other side, not letting him go anywhere, man. Zoned out completely. Ice Form was avoided though by Caligorn. Having to position a little bit further back behind the gate because this zonal action out of Tama ain't feeling good, man. He's having to run all across the entire arena just to catch up to Tama. Goes in for a Nova immediately, dropping down a banner into a shatter. But he's going to be trinket, stunned right after. Tama does not have a normal blink, so he's going to be susceptible to stuns. But he got himself a bit of that mobility. As long as he gets shields and mobility, he might be mostly okay. Look at that mobility though with them shimmers into a breath right after Poly to follow. Caligorn kinda just got stuck with full frost bomb, glacial spike. He's immune to stuns, got him some big damage. Meteor coming down. Thomas really just gotta start sending the frostfire bolts, man. Those natty bolts while ice form is up would be insane amount of damage. Stormbolt does nothing while ice form is active. Pure immunity to stuns while it's active, and frostfire bolt is the end of you. Told you, my man, seriously, if you just natty send frostfire bolts with flurries, there's just not much you can do. Skyrod gonna be up next as a paladin. Look at this man. I like this whole like he's got himself like almost like an evil paladin look going on, you know what I mean? I kind of love it, man. I kind of dig it. As Tama goes in for a full poly. Yeah, we're still going, Ricky. Mother, welcome to, man. Hell yeah, we're gonna be doing more matches after this, like at least a couple more. I want to say like 2 more because we do have Call of Duty also trying to get a team going. So, Cracker at some point might peace, but I'm down to keep playing like a match or 2. You know what I mean? Flurry's down, trying to see if he can get himself some damage in there. Tama got himself plenty of output, but the ice form not really getting much value. With Skyron backing up out of there completely. Breath to follow as he goes in for a full poly. Bubble out right now for Skyron, trying to see if he can slash him up. And Tama, I mean, he got block, he's got everything. Seems actually okay. Ultra is going to keep him nice and healthy here for a moment. As he got himself a bit of that damage, reverses the Paladina. Lances right after. Back-to-back lances, back-to-back bolts, man. The more of those Frostfire bolts you can do, the merrier. Hand of Freedom, stealing that poly right after. Seriously, Frostfire bolt into a flurry. You're not going to regret it. Meteor, Comet Storm, that's a big damage. Wait a second, never mind. Stay on hands. I'm waiting, dude. I'm waiting for Tama just to send in natty Frostfire bolt. Oh, yeah. Frostfire bolt without a flurry, though, was a choice, but it's a tough choice. Definitely a tough one. Got himself full immunity to stuns though. He's not immune to kicks, but full immunity to stuns is very, very nice. Another meteor, another go. Dude, he just tried to see if you could bury him in mountains of volcanic rocks and just absolute avalanche comet storms, man. Into a kick, it's over. Lights. And Tama not giving these boys a chance here. They're just running amok. Kragar! You have to find a way to stop him, dude. You and Tama dueled each other before. Kragar has had way too many duels against mages. And the fact that he can stun him outside of ice form is gonna be something you'll have to leverage. Tama taking big hits though. With a poly onto Kragar. Does have a trinket in case he needs to. Tama just got himself another combo. He's just dropping in everything. He's using that glacial spike to root them and using that root to get the shatter bonuses on that meteor and comet storm. Trying to go for a big knock into Kragar. Does himself those blings. Blaze storm might be looking for the block. I think it'll be first one out of the man. Ultra time is available. Oh my god, Kragar, your health! Those frostfire bolts are painful. Oh! When I see like a mix of just orange and blue flying at you, I know it's gonna be pain. Like I can feel it. I'm already wincing when I see that. Lances, pretty painful. Frostfire, oh, it might be horror for Kragar. Woo, baby. Yeah, it reflected what is that? A kickback of the guy. Oh, it's done. Oh, it's done. Oh, it's done. The fact that you use a glacial to root them, not flurry them, is wild to me. But it works really, really well. It's like a big piercing combo. Roots them, shatter bonus, everything. And Orc, I mean, as a Fury Warrior, Arms Warrior, I think, can compete against a Frost Mage. But a Fury Warrior, technically, if you can get close, but like, look at this. But look at this. You're going for a leap. You're going for a charge. He's got himself ways to back away. Yet another charge. He's just out of mobility. Wicked Viz into Poly. Dude. And that's going to be Spike, Frozen Orb, Meteor. He just literally walks away. It's such a... Oh, it's such a guaranteed combo, man. It's like one-hit KO. RKO. Into Panda Racial onto Ethereal. Ethereal? I'm going to call it Ethereal. I like the X in Ethereal. I feel like it actually adds a little bit of this, like, I don't know, ethereal feeling. I'm thinking of Ethereal as like the ethereal people, like Locust Walker. You know what I mean? I feel like adding like a little X in there, not the worst. Blind, as he is an assassination rogue, he's just trying to see if he can bounce over to Tama. But this man is the bounciest one in this arena. My goodness. Tama might be looking for a first block of the match. Oh, no, no. Or just live, or just win. There goes the block. Oh, Rogue does catch a reset, but he's at no health. Bro, that was Frostfire Bolt. What is that? With the Shadow Priest stat? We have a Shadow Priest earlier. Hold on a second. Maybe you can get a chance to play here. Wait, Sama die? After all that? Oh, man. Niche. Oh, cheat death. I don't know if Ethereal wins this. Ethereal, this is your chance here, man. Oh, never mind. Yo, Tama. Oh, man. Look at those. Look at those. I like how it leaves skeletons on the floor. I never realized it actually leaves skeletons on the floor and everything. That is just, oh man. Tama is a monster. Alright, cool. That's gonna be the last one for Krager here, boys, yeah? Let's send another one, man. Let's send another one. Uno mas. Send it. Last one for my man Krager. Johnny, let me know when you're ready. Johnny, let me know when you're ready. Well, let's just send like Team Call of Duty versus Krager. Just to give him variety. But I don't... Ready? Beautiful. Alrighty. We'll go into a... I don't know, Blade's Edge. Maybe Blade's Edge will give you some line of sights away from the mage. Who knows, right? And then we'll do Druidy with Johnny. Johnny, after this one, we'll remake the groups, okay? And we'll send you versus Call of Duty for a couple of matches. This is a Saturday, I would say get me in. Dude, seriously. What if the Frost Mage becomes stupid in design? At least make him cast summon sheesh. I mean... The only reason he's like, well... I mean, he's having to cast Poly. He's having to cast Glacial. He has to cast Frostfire Bolt unless he gets a proc, and that's only once in a while. I mean, I can kind of see what you mean though, Christers. But I feel like if they were to make him like cast heavy, then every single cast would have to like obliterate. But right now the damage, like, you need to combine a lot of things for it to get really, really deadly. I mean, it's a full Glacial, Common Storm, a couple of Lances as it'll collapse together. And sometimes people don't even die from all that. But if they made mages cast heavy, they will probably have to like amp the damage bump by a lot. Because Frostbolts would probably just like do half your health and damage like they used to. Every cast used to be super deadly. Like insanely deadly. Different game, different in time, you know what I mean? So Twitch. Alright, Tama, it's another go. And Ethereal is going to be the first one versus you. Last time Ethereal did really, really well, but it also was really super high dampening. Well, not super high dampening. It was pretty high in dampening. It was like 6 minutes into the match. So then a block into a, what's it called? Hypothermia into a block, which is not possible. Full down to the Tama. Man's having to block this immediately. For Ethereal, that's a pretty decent set of cooldowns out of Tama, but they did burn Kingsbane and Deathmark into an immediate blind, trying to make sure the Tama doesn't run away with a win here at all. Flurries down, trying to see if he can blast him out. Ultra up immediately. Got himself lots of procs, instant stun immunity. As long as Tama doesn't get interrupted, He should be in a good spot, dude. That Shimmer gives him lots of mobility. And Ethereal, I think it should be taking a bit of that, yeah, dot damage from the Frostfire Bolt. He actually cannot sit still the entire time. Meteor slamming down, does not get a Glacier Spike combo. Frozen Orb is going to be able to connect. Blizzard down as well. He's got himself lots of range into a quick vanish. I think he's still dotted, maybe. Get a shot on Tama. He does have a trinket into a breath. Ethereal does have a Cloak of Shadows, so unless he makes a mistake here, he should be okay. Yeah, the Cloak. Meteor, Comet Storm. I don't even know if he sent a Meteor there, did he? No, he didn't even have it. Flare is down though. Hold on. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! He's still burning. Look at him. Wait a second. Sippy Cup keeping him alive though. Tama trying to end it right now. Oh, burying him. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Alright, warrior friends. You guys are gonna have to find a way to bake past Tama the wall. The rematch? Oh my word. Yeah, the rematch, man. Oh my word is right. Tama is susceptible to stuns outside of Ice Form though. So with him being Shimmer, he cannot just blink out of stun. So if you can like stun him, go for a full go, as much damage as possible, you'll be golden. Reflector for Caligorn, does end up breaking out of it with a trinket. Tama trying to see if he can avoid him as best as possible. Lots of blinks, lots of resets. Tama, oh, it does get taken out really early on. Well done, well done. Caligorn did have great mobility to catch up with Tama at that point. With 2 Shimmers and a reset, and I don't know if he had Alter. Looks like he just had Alter coming up there last second. Leo gonna be up next, trying to see if he can stun up Caligorn. Caligorn, as long as he presses defense at the right time, he should be able to deal with the damage Leo's got going on. Full stun, everything available. Not summoning up the Riders, however, so he's trying to be very, very careful. Or maybe he's trying to see if he can ramp up to it. Disarm for Leo, this is good actually. He's trying to see if he can hold back his cooldowns a little bit here. I think ideally he'd like Riders with the rest of the cooldowns, but he's just going to send Riders and a Rune Weapon here. Trying to see if he can grip Caligorn, but that reflex stops the grip, so you can't even do anything about it. Did it try 2 grips? He might have tried to grip him twice actually, I'm not sure. Maybe just 1. I'm not even sure, honestly. But for Caligorn, this is actually a much better situation to be in. He's got Avatar. He's got better sustained damage than Leo. Leo is out of his offensive push. He doesn't have that much of a hit and run anymore. So as long as Caligorn can catch up back to Leo, he will be able to ideally do more damage to Leo than Leo can to him outside of major cooldowns. And I think he just got stunned up, so he might be okay. We'll try to see if he can buy some second win time, though. I don't know if he'll be able to. He might be able to catch up a little bit of healing from that Rider. Banner down, that's going to help him out a lot. Leo having to focus that thing down. Blaze to Leo, not going to feel good. So for Caligorn, he's actually in a decent spot right now. He just cannot lock down Leo with a stun. If he can slow him and then go for a full demolish, maybe he can make something work here. Well, look at the damage difference. Leo got some burst, some CC, but like as soon as disarmed, damage out of the window. He can't do much about it. Caligorn is in a much better spot to just go for sustain, pound for pound. The only thing Leo really has is just some great burst with Riders. So next go he's going to have is going to be burst with Riders, but for Caligorn, this gives him a window. If he rushes out the door right now to take down Leo, he got him in the execute range. He just got to find a way to connect with him. Slows with a chain as well as Death and Decay are not going to feel good. Taking him out really quickly. All he had to do is catch up to him with a quick Mortal Strike. It is in a much better spot to play the sustain game. Niche going to be up next though as a sub rogue. With Caligorn at least given an opportunity to maybe a second win. Unless Niche decides to rush him right here, right now. Maybe. As Caligorn got himself a little bit of that recovery, he does have the eye. That's going to be immediate Shadow Strike. Storm Bolt onto the Rogue. Trinket for Trinket. Disarm onto Niche. He's trying to get some damage going. Blind by the Rogue. I guess he got a Trinket out of Caligorn. He might as well go for a reset, man. I gotta go 2400 on my ult. Please go for it, bud. Get him, my man. Get it. Might as well, yeah. And, best of luck. I imagine at the end of the season, everybody's queuing just to get their final rating. So games, I imagine, should be popping. Hope you get him, my guy. Although I feel like if you're doing solos, that's a lot easier to get 2400 in right now, just because more games are in right now compared to like BG Blitz. I feel like those games, especially if you get high MMR games, you ain't getting queues unless everybody is on, dude. Oh man. Niche trying to see if he can go for a step. Oh, but it's gonna be Caligorn taking it, man. Well done, well done. He's got Fassel and Raoul to get through. I feel like Raoul would be his harder matchup. Fassel definitely is gonna give him a bit of issues though. Good seasonal main. There you go, man. There it is. Yeah. Tactically, I feel like BG Blitz 2400 would be easier, but you just need a lot of games to get it done. Maybe that's even because I didn't make 3 days ago. Hell yeah, dude, get it. Honestly. Caligarn having to mess around with that pet down below. Facile trying to see if he can get himself a proper pet setup. If he can get himself a, or maybe he'll just need to send his pet back here. Hold on, depending on your Felguard, yeah, he might need to actually hold that pet back and not let him die immediately. Yeah, he might just have to get an angle. That'll just start sending pets to Caligarn. Though the arena here, with it having like this ramp, all the pets are gonna have to go up the ramp and on the bridge, and you can evade him quite easily. I actually wonder if Facile is better for him to play on the corner of the ramp than in the middle of the bridge or down below. Caligarn trying to see if he can cut across, immediate reflect up, axe toss with the knockdowns by the main big pet, summon up some demon doggos, is gonna summon a Gloomhound Tyrant. That's the play. He wanted to see if he could lock him down, send some pets, and get this entire army of demons ready to go versus Caligarn Shadow Fury. Does not connect, but the demons are in play. And they do have that extra duration. So Facile trying to see if he can get away. Mortical Ascent does break out of it. Interrupted Facile on his Shadow Flame too. So he's kind of locked out and everything. Caligarn taking a little bit of damage from these pets as they're up and active for a while. Looking for a leap. I don't think he's going to be able to make a leap happen. It is going to be a fellow or a Doomlord joining it too. So he's just going to be raining down on his parade, raining up from above. Caligarn is kind of stuck, man. This is just kind of back up against the wall, with all these demons rushing him really quickly. Trying to see if he can get himself a bit of recovery. Got himself a bit of that cleave too. It actually looks like he's focusing down the Felguard really fast. I mean, maybe that is the play, right? Separate the Warlock from his pet, force Facile to summon a fresh new one. He's gonna just demolish that thing. He's gonna summon a fresh new one really quickly. But now he doesn't have any more ways to summon. It's gonna be a quick first aid for Caligarn up until that access connects. Unless Facile pushes in, which you might just want to actually. He's got a Pit Lord, or not Pit Lord, Tyrant available. He could get himself a second fresh new Felguard. Trying to go called Dreadstalker, does get kicked on it. Caligarn trying to see if he can keep the pressure around. I don't know if he's got stuns, and the Facile does get all the pets. And that's going to be a full Tyrant. All the pets are empowered. Caligarn, if he can separate away from the pets or fear those pets, he might be okay. Facile just needs to survive long enough, fear on a bunch of these deadly pets into an interrupt of the Facile. Trying to see if he can walk under, looking for a port. Still taking huge chops of Mortal Strikes up back-to-back. Gloomhound summoned, all the pets to summon. Axe toss onto Caligarn for a second, as to get himself a parry. And he's just trying to see if he can maybe take it. Hold on, Facile, I don't know if he's got mobility. He's got a gateway to at least get back up. Caligarn, if you have a way to reconnect, this could be an opportunity. Axe toss, more pets. You need to heal. Even if you heal off the pets, this won't be the worst. And Facile super low. I think Facile could just die to bleeds. I don't know if he's got any bleeds on him. Stormbolt reconnects. Does go for a quick mortal. Quick, clean sweep. Well done with the Rao. Gonna be up next. Trying to see if he can close the gap. Big convoke, but immediate intro by Caligarn, stopping a lot of the burst damage. He's just out of defenses. He's just out of options right now. Big demolish, trying to see if he can take the damage onto the Feral, but the Feral, I think, avoided the demolish, goes in for a bite. My goodness, Caligarn bring it back for his team. He's doing it. Gonna play the next game after this one. Yeah, well, welcome to. Well, welcome to. Skyron gonna be up next, man. Trying to see if he can have himself a go. Giving Rawa a proper honor duel here, or at least giving him a proper chance for an honor duel right now, if at all possible. And Skyron got everything here cooldown wise. Rawa also got a lot. He doesn't have Barskin or Berserk. I guess it's coming up. Berserk and or Barskin rather, and I was gonna say Convoke too. Those things are coming up very soon. But he's got popping a wall, big bleeds into the Skyron. He knows he's gonna have to deal with a bop right after. Maybe Cyclone, try to see if you get a juke on the guy. No, just bear form and catch himself a reset. Bubble Cell available for Skyron, so he's got himself a big defense if he needs to. I don't know if Rao, if he just goes in for a Convoke, trying to see if he can just play the long game. I think he might just have to play the Bleeds game too. He might just have to play the Bleeds game too with Skyron. Trying to go for Rigo, does get interrupted. Could be a Convoke maybe. Could just go Convoke. As long as he doesn't get a Hodge, maybe? No, I think it just defenses. I think he's playing defense the entire time. He's gonna get stunned up though, I think. One good hit, that's over. Yeah. I don't know. That situation, like, what do you do? I was thinking maybe like Convoke, and I started to see Bubble shift out or Feral form, and then start healing yourself without Convoke. Maybe that would have been the play, but who knows, honestly. Alrighty, boys. Well, that was it for Team Krager and Team Johnny. We can do a couple more games though, I think. Potentially. Here we go. And then I think it's gonna be Call of Duty, right? Or 5V5. Alright, cool. Alrighty, so let me know when I'm ready. Let me know when. Let's do this. Johnny boy, we're gonna remake the group real quick. Okay. Alrighty, so I need somebody else to be the lead for the group. I'm gonna make a new group here real quick. We'll try to see if we can get one together versus Judy. Yeah? We'll try to see if we can book another group real quick, boys. So sign up. We'll see if we can get us those 5. Normally we just have like Johnny. Should have got me. Normally we just have like Johnny and Krager play games up until about this point. But I'll see if we can get one more here. I'm excited lead for this one. We need one more. We need uno más, because I don't count. Double checking with Judy to make sure the team is ready. We're ready? Beautiful. Alright, we need uno más, boys. +1, and we'll be good to go. +1, we're listed under LFG, under raids, legacy. Just need one more, it'll be good to go, boys. Oh, I can do all 4 of you like that. I thought you guys had 5. 4. You guys did a +1. Yeah, then you know +1. A bit of confusion. I can't take all 4 of you because I'm trying to get a second group to duel against you boys. We'll see. If this is a lot of confusion, if it ain't working, we might just call it here, man. Because I was busy. I was doing a lot of stuff. So I came into this duels a little tired, man. I'm ready for the new patch content, man, at this point, dude. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready for the weekend, man. I need to do more sleep and stuff. Man. Let's see if we can get a +1. Otherwise, we might just end up calling it here, boys, yeah? Well, hope everybody's having a good one, man. Hope everybody is having a good one. Otherwise, I enjoyed the hell out of these duels, man. I felt like we got a bunch of these back to back to back. I didn't really know if we were gonna get a lot tonight, honestly, because it's like end of the season, right? It's the end of the patch. Who knows what's gonna happen? I'm excited for the next week, though, man. A lot of class changes, lots of new playstyles, lots of improved playstyles that it's like I've just been waiting for, man. Marksman, PM, survival, mages should feel pretty good too. There's some cool stuff there. I'm so worried about Arcane, if anything, though. Rogue's not getting new stuff is a little concerning, but hopefully it will be tuned correctly, if anything. But we'll see. Rogue stocks, though, do seem a little bit on the lower end, though, to be honest. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Hope they will not redeem Destra. I don't know why they would. I think Demon Destra are not OP, but who knows, man. When they have things like the what's it? When they have things like the pack leader hunter with bear and all that stuff, yeah, it's a little rough, honestly. You know what I mean? It can be a little rough. Can you fix it for us? Okay, I'm trying to see if I can do it. Try to get a +1 for this team. Alright, so we'll give it a couple of minutes. We'll see if we can fill this group real quickly. Oh, man. But yeah, Destro and Demo. I don't know if they will. I am actually very excited for Demo. I think the whole like playstyle where you summon this extra beefy dog and you use handle cooldowns to get it to bite. I like that concept a lot. I think it's going to be really cool to line it up. Like, not only do you have your handle cooldowns that can get the dog to bite, like, not only do you use handle cooldowns as a soul shard spender to summon imps, but now you can use it to like beef up that doggo. So like you proc the dog and you get handle cooldowns to like get him to bite as much as possible. That to me seems very, very exciting. I think that's going to be a really cool mechanic. Very, very cool mechanic. I do wonder if you'll play Diabolus with that, or I think you'll actually probably play. And I need to play around with Demonology as that Demon Soul spec, but I think you'll play Demonic Soul maybe, or Soul Harvester, I think it's called. If it's anything like Affliction that gives you lots of resources, then I think you'll actually should be able to get a lot of resources out of it. Like lots of back-to-back bites and lots of soul shards. So more handle cooldowns. But I'm very excited. I think Destro in particular is going to be really, really good. I'm excited for like just to be able to drop down a Infernal and just crank with your mastery. I wonder if Warlocks will go like heavy mastery on their builds then, or not. I think that could be pretty cool. Who else do I white, man? What else do I get in here, bro? Skyron? I can see if Skyron wants to join back in. Hey, would you wanna... Hey, wait, come on, guy. Hey, would you wanna join for 2 more games? And Tom is already an eye on the storm. I was gonna ask Tama too. Alright, I'll see if Skylar wants to join in and see if we can get him in here. Diablo's best for me? Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. Alright, so we'll get Stellar. I'll toss him an invite. And this group is full. Okay, so I'll make Saya, I'll make a lead here, yeah? Cool. Alrighty, we need a +1 for a team with Call of Duty. I have Judy signed up for this team. We need a +1. I just get back, damn. Oh, you can get in. We got a spot for you, my guy. We got a spot for you right now. So I have Judy, he got 4, and I just need a +1, and we'll play like 2 matches, and we'll be good. Here we go. We got a group right now. It is under Molten Core, under Raids Legacy. So you should be able to sign up and join us pretty easily here. So we'll give that team 2 more. Group is called just 5V5 1V1 DUELS. If you look us up under Molten Core, you'll be able to join us pretty easily. Toxic. Yeah, so we're playing 2 matches, 2 games back to back, so you don't have to go anywhere. So back to back 2 games. At least that's what we're gonna attempt to do. Alrighty, and Judy, I'm gonna make him lead. And just double check. Yep. And I leave. And then Call of Duty is gonna be, I think it's Nick, right? Yes, it is. Invite spectator match and Breezaz and Nick 5. We'll do the Grand and like, I don't know, maybe hook point. The Grand and a hook point. We'll see how that goes, yeah? if it works. Unless it's bugging. Hello? Well, the group invitation is sent. I guess I could send it again. I'll try again. Here we go. I guess the first one messed up or something. Bugged out. Beautiful, boys. Beautiful. Then again, yeah. We're vibing. So do you /roll to figure out who goes first, who goes last, all that good stuff. Yeah. Alrighty. Switch. Got ourselves Holy Sire over for the team 1 with the Rick joining back in as the Evoker or as a Draxier Warlock. I really gotta go back to Dragon Rogue, man. That was a lot of fun. Sayro on that team as well. We got ourselves Shinigami and Skyron as well. I like that little oh no, mind is gone. I was gonna say, I like that little Venthier little buddy you got going on. Didn't you need that for a toy, or I think it was a mount recently, right? Pretty sure it was part of the fast cycle grind, right? We got Judy on that team. We got ourselves Jill with low blow, you high on Toxiel. First one, are you going first? Side's already hitting me up like a first, or not, or Sayro. I think I'm trying to figure it out. It looks like it is Say, oh, or no. Oh, yeah. One of you guys are the first, right? Wait, hold on. It actually like jumps way up in the sky. I don't think I've actually seen the mount special for this thing. Or at least I don't remember. Why does it look like a chocobo? Like the front of it looks straight up like a chocobo. It's like really, really yellow, but also got those like feathers next to your head. It straight up looks like a pure chocobo. Toxic gonna be first up. Full dots on Osiah. Or at least Deathmark dot has the Kingsbane for a little bit later. He's trying to see if he can separate the two. Pop for one, maybe bubble for the other, possibly. Toxic taking a lot of damage though. Trying to see if he can get himself some kind of a set of Kingsbane to follow Saya. Being careful. Got himself a bit of Shield of Venus, so he should be able to hold off some of the damage. Toxic maybe looking for a Cloak of Shadows. Does go for the Cloak, still taking so much damage out of for Saya, but is able to ramp up the damage of that Kingsbane a little bit. But he's having to go for a bit of reset. Wait, hold on a second. What is this guy doing out here? I think he's just trying to see if he can set up a portal. Maybe that's what's happening. Toxie going for a little bit of that reset behind the pillar. Got himself sipping a cup or two. Play any other games? Like in my free time? Baldur's Gate. That's pretty fun. Marvel Rivals was pretty fun. I dabble in games here and there, but I think a lot of the times I have time just for WoW, man. Plus in WoW, there's so much to do. Whether you're playing what, like... you have so many versions of the game too, right? So it's like there's just so much. There's just so many reasons to just play one game. Whether it's a classic version, SOD version, retail version, Plunderstrom, that's going away very, very soon. By the way, get your rewards before they're gone. But Toxic trying to see if he can get himself another go here. Cheap shot onto Saya with the Kingsman. Everything is available. Might be looking for a bubble out for Saya. He does go for lay on hands, trying to see if he can delay a bubble. But that was a Kingsbane. And most likely the next one is going to be a Death Stalker or Deathmark? Probably going to be Deathmark. Yeah, most likely going to have to be a mark there. And might be able to force a bubble out for Saya. But look at Toxic, not really taking too much damage from Saya as he's going for that reversal damage. Trying to see if he can get those drops back up onto Saya. He's going to go for the cheap shot. Walls available. Oh, it's going to be wings out for Saya. Blind for Toxic before he even gets a download on him. Hold on a second. Maybe catches a reset? Saya trying to use mobility, trying to find himself an angle. He does get himself the reset. Full Deathmark is available. And Saya will not have wings for this one. Is going to be Shield of Vengeance. Maybe he can bless it and saying something? No, ain't happening. Trinket stuns with a trinket out of Toxic. Full Deathmark. Saya could be under a lot of trouble. It's going to be a bubble. Bubbles while high health. But Toxic looking for an escape. Does go for the vanish. Saya picking up the eye, but that immunity is going to be gone. He's actually out of options. Hold on. Toxic has Cloak and Kingsbane coming up very, very soon. I don't know if Saya can really do much. He's got Shield of Vengeance. Maybe he can Blessing a Spell Ward saying a stun. Not going to be able to. Yeah, especially Toxic going there for a full kidney shot here. He's going to get Shield of Vengeance. He got Cloak of Shadows. Evasion's available. Evasion's going to help him deal with the magic damage so you can space him out a little. Stun? Saya? Is that enough damage? Hold on. Oh, cheap damage for him, but the Rogue goes in for a reset. He's still Kingsbane coursing through Saya's veins. Rogue looking for an escape, looking for a reset. His smoke bomb is down. I don't know, it could be anyone's game, but Desire does get the hammers and does hammer the rogue. I was thinking this was where the rogue maybe brings it back, but apparently it wasn't in the cards with Yuhai. Walking Desire, man's left with nothing. Blessing the Saint, blind? Searing Glare? He's just trying to see if he can fight against the current right now. I think it's just going to be a touch of death moment here in a bit. Stun, Yuhai, try to see if he can keep the pressure. Yeah, it's a fighting against the current, with the current swinging one way. Well done. That was a rough matchup for the both of them, to be honest, with Rick trying to see if he can have himself a go. Sarah, I missed the mount animation again. Oh man, Axe toss immediately, Yuhai trying to go behind the pillar instantly. I think he's just gonna try to see if he can set up a port where Rick's port is, right? Dalaran just gets surrounded by the pets. Dreadstalker joins in, almost does get interrupted, trying to see if he can go for a bit of a knock into a Mortal. Dreadstalker's into a Tyrant, right? Yeah, Dreadstalker's into a Tyrant. Karma is gonna connect. It's gonna end up reflecting some of the damage back, but for Yuhai, there's an opportunity to just go super hyper aggressive. Doom Lord joins in. Rick trying to see if he can avoid him completely, and Yuhai's Karma charges Rick back towards him, but he's going to be able to try to see if he can glide away for a second. Big Dreadstalkers, Shot of Fury does get interrupted, still got a handle go down, still got plenty of damage with a Chaos Mother, barreling all the damage behind the pillar right at you, and there's only so much you can do. Yuhai trying to see if he can catch up on healing, but those demons, they ain't feeling all that good. Rick has himself a Fel Lord, can rip the soul or separate the soul from the body of their enemy, and it's gonna be one demon bolt. Oh, I don't know. Oh, wait a second. I'm actually getting to see him out. Oh, I never knew it did this flippy thing. That looks so cool. I like it a lot. Yuhai, I don't know if you're gonna be able to live this, by the way. Soothe and Miz, try to see if he keeps him alive as best as possible. Port by Rick. He just needs one good hit. That or just one extra demon. Or never mind, one good hit was the play. One good hit was the play. Drudy, as a boomkin, is going to have himself a hell of an opener. Does go for a stun. Full dots are in. Is going to get himself the trees? Are the trees even in play? They're like in the wall. Yeah, they're like in the wall. They're all... Wait, one of them's on the ground too. I swear, it looked like the faces were stacked up on one another. What was that? Could the trees actually get caught in the wall? That was wild looking. Drudy is under a ton of pressure though, having to go for bear form. That is a full Tyrant in play and everything. Bar skin and regrowth is going to help him stave off some of the damage. But look at this, anytime he's not regrowthing or friends are regenning, he is not in a great spot, man. He's just dead. He's just dead to the demons. There's nothing he can do. No Heart of the Wild. Yeah, just a doom explosion at the end there. Man, that is tough. With Rick trying to see if he can take out the rest of the team here, he might just be able to. That was a Tyrant. He still got a Overlord? Fel Lord that he can drop in? I think it's a Fel Lord. But he can drop that in. He got Wall, he got Dark Pack. He's got a lot of cooldowns to work with. That's going to be stunned around the corner with Jill trying to see if he can go for a... was that a opener Cobra Shot? Is that what I saw? Or was that like a dot? Either it was a Serpent Sting or a Cobra Shot. I'm not even sure. But Rick tried to see if he can get more pats up and running. It's going to be a quick kick. Does himself a gateway. Jill does go for the full set of pats, but as long as you're behind the pillar and not letting kill commands go off, you might actually be okay. Sending out all those demons at Jill, who's got himself full Giovannis. Is that what it's not supposed to be? I just thought it's the full name, actually. Mortal to follow. All the pets are in. Axe toss we're after. Big Pit Lord, and Rick just takes it. Oh no, in a second. With low blow, the rogue not rushing him immediately, which is the right move, because otherwise it was going to be Shadow Crash or Shadow Fury. Wall no longer available for Rick. He's got a trick coming up soon. And he should have the Axe toss with his pets and everything available here, yeah? You should expect the rogue does have the Fel Lord join in. Apparently, Cloak of Shadow's immuning it? No, not at all. Not at all. Kidney onto Rick. He does Dark Pack very, very soon, though. And the rogue is going to start taking a little bit of damage. Does go for the trinket, just to be knocked out by the Fel Lord. Get another knock, trying to go for a fear. Does get the fear. Rick has no health whatsoever. As the vanish comes out for the rogue, Rick needs a heal right here, right now, or it's over. Or Mortal Coil does the trick. Just stay away from the rogue. Does hit him with a slow. Wait, low blow is dead. Unless you can end him right now. Hold on. Hold on. Oh! Rick! Very clean. Very, very clean. Let's get us another one going here, boys. Onomas. Brizaz and Drudy. Let me know when you guys are ready. And we'll go again. My God, Rick. Put that man in the back of the line, man. Actually, don't literally do that. Do slash rolls to find out our order. Ready? Beautiful. And I'll ask Judy real quick if he's good to go. Let me know if we will go again. Here we go. Oh man. But yeah, as for playing other games, Minor Crash. All good, all good. We'll give you a second. We can definitely give you a second. I'm waiting for Team Judy real quickly to see if we'll get a if they're good to go. But he's taking a second to respond. So all good. We'll give you a moment. So hopefully you'll be able to log back in. But yeah, as for other games, I'm waiting. I'm excited to play some Baldur's Gate. I was thinking about Monster Hunter Wilds though. I never played a Monster Hunter game, and everybody's excited about Monster Hunter Wilds, and I thought like if there's going to be a moment to play that game, this would be my foray. Although I know it's releasing very, very soon, and it's going to be kind of like overlapping with Season 2 updates, so I don't know, man, if I'm even going to find the time. It would be the worst just like start playing the game and come in and super late into it, but maybe I could put like a backlog or something. But yeah, I'm excited for Baldur's Gate patch 8 because they've got a bunch of subspecs coming out. Subclasses, I guess. Not subspecs, but subclasses. That should be really, really fun. I want to do another playthrough. It's been a bit since I've done one, and I don't think I've ever finished my honor run, so probably an opportunity to make an honor run and give it a full-on run there. Hello. Double checking with Breezaz if we're good. How do you queue for it? Double checking with Judy how many he's got. He's been a little bit all over the place. Breezaz is good. 5? Okay. Okay, we're good. We'll send you guys into Hook Point for last one of the night, ma'am. I don't really care about Season 2 that much, to be honest. I don't really hold much interest in WoW nowadays. Fair enough. Rick, we're waiting on you, my guy. We'll give you a second. Whenever you're back, we'll let Saya know. Yeah, don't know how much this is one nowadays. Fair enough. I'm actually really excited about Season 2. I've been hanging out a lot on PTR. The new raid, everybody's excited for it. Like, people are like, when we found out the patch 11.1 was going to be a goblin patch, it was like, okay, well, it's probably going to be like, maybe a little jank and maybe uninspired, because like, the goblins, right? How excited could these mechanics be? And apparently everybody that tested the mechanics said this raid looks awesome. Like, this is where Blizz really let out their creativity, because they're like, wait, we're doing a goblin raid. We could basically do everything we want as long as we have explosions and carnage and funny mechanic and have a little bit of fun with it. We could just go creative and all out. And apparently they went all out. They were like, just because it's a goblin raid doesn't mean it's like a holdover raid. They want it to be like a real good raid. So everybody's excited for that. Mythic Plus dungeons have gotten much, much better. Like Season 2 could be really good. The tuning and balancing between classes and PTR, while not perfect, I think this could be an opportunity where like almost every class is really, really good. And like maybe viable. Like everybody should have a spec that's playable. Anyway, yeah. All good, my guy. Kind of high ping. We'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. Maybe when you do slash roll, maybe it'll send you last. So you might be able to come in and get a quick sneaky kill at the end. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? I was gonna play it, but I'm only gonna stop it from setting wilds. Yeah, I need to look into the wilds when that comes out, all that, and figure out if I'll be able to commit any time for it. But outside of that, Baldur's Gate patch 8, I'm really excited for. That'll be the last good Baldur's Gate update, and yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll at some point see Baldur's Gate 4, but I don't know, man. They're not the same team is working on it, not Larian Studios, so my interest drops off immeasurably. Literally just down off the cliff. It's like not the same team. Okay, I'm not interested. Literally none. I'm more interested to see what Larian will be working on, but apparently we won't be seeing that for years. So we'll see. Switch. Got ourselves Call of Duty over for the team too. We're missing one, but hopefully they'll load in. We got Jill, we got ourselves Low Blow, you High, and whoever's the fifth. I think it is Toxie. Hopefully he's still loading in little by little. Is it Sarah first? Looks like it might be Sarah first. Actually get a chance to play? Yeah. Like it, dude. Like it. I really do gotta take a look at this mount again. I forgot that it had a mount special as unique as it is. Flies up, literally up in the sky, up in the air. Looks kind of cool, honestly. Flap out for Drudy. He's trying to see if he can back away from Sarah. Sarah get hit with a stun blind. Immediately onto Drudy. He's just gonna back up out of there. Seeing cooldowns, actually gonna back up out of there for a second. Shadow Melt for Drudy, and Sarah's just gonna wait, I guess. Honestly, not the worst move. It is a cooldown on Drudy, and might as well wait it out, yeah? He got Convoke, he got, what is it, the tree, so you could get himself some kind of a go. Immediate magic immunity out of Sarah, so Drudy can't even do any damage now. He's just funneling all those star surges. I don't think he realized that he's got full magic immunity right now, though. So he's not in a great spot at the moment. He's gonna end up falling behind a little bit. No Heart of the Wild to keep himself alive either. Hodge right after, unless he got himself some kind of a big go right here. Or a heal. Battle Master Trinket does pick up a little bit of renewal into an interrupt. I think it just might be lights for him, honestly. Yeah, that is rough, man. That is rough with Low Blow going to be up next. Sub-Rogue finally not getting to go. Let's see, literally tail end with the super high dampening. So maybe we'll have some kind of a chance here when it comes to survivability. Cloaker Shot is really aggressive. It looks like he's just trying to see if he can commit a bunch of damage into Sarah. I think it was a flagellation too. Sometimes it's hard to tell, honestly. They really muted that animation. Massive hammer dropping down onto the road. Does go for the trinket. Does end up vanishing out. Main evasion as he keeps slamming damage. No, Sarah goes in for a bubble. Never mind. Evasion does nothing for you at that point. I was thinking, I saw Shield of Vengeance. I thought maybe you might want to evasion feint, so when it pops, it doesn't do as much damage, because evasion can reduce your magic damage if you play Deathstalker, which most of the rogues do end up playing. Toxic gonna be up next. They're trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of bleed around the corner. Stun. Sarah immediately with a human racial breaking out of the CC. Blind on Toxic. Just trying to see if he can keep some dots going. And Toxic looks like just looking for a complete resetting right now, if possible. But maybe just get some dots on the Sarah, just have a go. It's going to be a Hodge of the Pally. Full wreck. Massive hammer. Toxic might be under a lot of pressure. Does go for a cloak with a Shadow Meld. Goes in for a cheap shot. Sarah no longer with a bopper bubble. Maybe lay on hands. Keep you barely alive. I don't know if you can. Oh! That was so rough. That was a lot of bleeds. Actually, that was just a King's Bane. That was apparently just a King's Bane. The bane of every Pally's existence, apparently. Holy, is this Shinigami next? I think I'm waiting for Rick, but Rick is DC'd, so you might just have to have Shinigami go, possibly. Yeah. Might. Or Skyron? Or I think he's trying to figure out who's next. Yeah, I think he's trying to figure out. Yeah, hopefully Rick will be able to reconnect. By the way, that's a cool looking bat. I know people were like super unimpressed with the bat because it just doesn't feel like a war within mount, but it's kind of neat looking. I don't hate it. Wait, is it Shinigami or is it Skyron actually? Who is it? Looks like both of them are out, and even Toxie's kind of confused. He's like backing up out of there. Looks like it is Skyron potentially. Oh no! Hopefully Rick will be able to reconnect. Seeing them NDC and pop out of here is unfortunate. But it's gonna be Toxic catching a quick bleed onto Sky. Maybe this will be enough here. So he's gonna go for a trinket. That is a Dawnbreaker, just rotting the guy down. Just not much you can do about it. Hand of Freedom is up and available. Does go for a full death mark. Maybe this will be enough. Cold Blood. Everything is available. Trying to see if we can force everything out. Skyron does go for the Shield of Vengeance. Evasion up for Toxie. Just trying to get Skyron low. Does go for the bubble. He got very low for a second, and I thought maybe this is where Sudden Demise was going to activate and land an execute on Skyron because he was below 10% health for a second. But no, bubble came in at a perfect time. Wake of Ashes just hit Toxie. Just randomly chance to wake, and it does end up connecting. And I think for Toxie, it's lights, man. Yeah, with Downlight, you can't outrun the light. The most literal light here. Literally can't outrun it. You High might be be able to make some work here. Got himself all the images. He did go for a what looked like, was that conduit immediately, or the celestial channel? I forgot what's it called now. I think it was another. Oh no, celestial conduit. There it is. Yeah, now he's channeled it. Oh my god, it is a lot of damage. That was big burst with a quick touch of death, taking him out. We got Palsky's bubble with another one. Yeah, Toxie. Yeah, even if the bop or laying hands. Yeah, bubble doesn't matter. The bubble just ignores it. Save some for reset. All good, all good. Honestly, man, I'm surprised at like removing Rogue's ability to cloak physical damage. But it's like, okay, one immunity gone. Fine. Pallies, you can bubble wall for bounces up. It's like, what? If you're gonna be removing some of those immunities, should we like do it for other classes maybe? But okay, regardless. Okay. Oh, I should have got me. Might just go down here actually. Cauterize is available. He is able to avoid UI, but a quick charge. If only he had a touch of death to end him right here, but he doesn't. Cauterize though, I think it's gonna be the end of you. Unless you got a shield. Try to go for a bit of cooldown reduction, but there's only so much you can do. Saya's the last one left over for the team one, man. He's got to go through Yuhai, Jill, and that's it, actually. 2 people. He's got them all. So Yuhai and Jill get a band together. By the way, Jill, big fan of that map pet to get going on. Grong, dude. The undead Grong. It looks so good. Only Alliance apparently can use Grong. Or maybe... because I know that raid has like an Alliance version and a Horde version, but I wonder if you might be able to like add to the Alliance version either way with like some party sync shenanigans. I want to try it because I know I have it on my Alliance character, but I wish I could like just give that pet to my Horde character too, because I'd use it on BM. I think it looks awesome. It looks sick as hell. Yuhai, just try to see if I can wait Saya while cooldowns are coming back up. He's got it about 20 seconds on para. 40 seconds on Trinket, or 20 seconds on Karma. 40 seconds on Trinket is what I meant to say. But he's got technically Zuen. Maybe he just has to go with Zuen, try to see if he can force himself out of Saya. Saya could go for Spell Warden or Bop. I don't even know which one would be better. I guess a Monk, honestly. Because if you can Spell Ward Bop, you can just Spell Ward or break passive with a Conduit really quickly. Yuhai might be in a bit of trouble. Got himself with defenses. Big such a Conduit. Saya might be looking for anything. Does go for the lay on hands though. Yuhai trying to see if he can keep the pressure rolling in here. Might be looking for a possible Karma. Does get hit with a Hodge. Could just be the end of you. Unless, oh no, he does go down. That was so tough, man. That's just a lot of bursts all at once here. As it's going to be Jill up next. Stun onto Saya. Does end up breaking out of it very, very quickly though. And Jill just trying to see if he can get himself a bit of defense, sack immediately. Unless it was Master's Call, one of those who could have the same animation. Which they didn't have the same animation. Bubble out for Saya with the regenerating. Jill did have enough pressure to just put pets onto Saya and just let him do work. But the question is it going to be enough though? Is it going to be enough? Saya mounting up, trying to see if he can find himself a better angle here. Freezing trap, waiting. He's going long distances. He likes to go long circles or like wide angles. He likes to take wide turns while going around the pillar. It actually ended up putting Freezing Trap exactly where he was going to go. I think mostly trying to see if he can avoid those if he can. But Shield Defendant's got himself a wall as well. Let's get Sank in case he needs to. Jill does go for a stun. Buzzing Protection could remove it actually. Hold on. If you have Trank Shot, might be able to remove it. Never mind. Turtle Shell. I think maybe just panic. But if you have a Trank Shot, you definitely can remove it. But Saya left with not a lot here. Unless he's got another lay on hands. I think it might be lights here. And does go for the lights. Oh, Jill does end up taking out Saya. It was a good team effort either way. Well done, well done. Alrighty. Well, there it is, boys. Well, there it is. Last EU duels before the patch 11.1. Hey, boys, I appreciate you guys so much for coming by. You guys super fun hanging out with, man. But I'm gonna have to go. But I'll see you guys when the next patch rolls around. Yeah, so it's gonna be a while, but the next patch, man, will be here. It's almost like I'm trying to make it sound like I'll see you guys next year, as well on the New Year day or whatever. I'll see you guys a year later. Yeah, it doesn't work super well. But yeah, I'll see you guys EU side. I guess I'll let you guys want to come back tomorrow for the stream. I'll see most of you when 11.1 hits, or rather when we'll be waiting in queue forever and ever and ever until 11.1 finally arrives in a very broken state. Cannot wait to beta test it for you EU boys. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay. We are done for it. Gotta go get something. Yeah, we're done for the night, boys. We're done for the night. Appreciate you, though. You guys are super fun hanging out with every single time. Let's also get this done. But yeah, we got more duels tomorrow over on the NA. We'll get them done same time as usual, so we'll have the stream for it. And then we'll be chilling up until the next patch. Let's go, boys with Kindle. What's up, Dan? How you doing, my man? Thank you for your content. Thanks for hanging out, boys. Yo, sorry we couldn't play the last match, man. Sorry for the DCs, but what can you do, right? But you guys have a wonderful one. Thanks so much for watching. I do hope you guys did enjoy. Be back here for tomorrow if you want to see more duels. Otherwise, yeah. Hope you guys are ready for 11.1, man. Hope you figured out what class you look at the main. And all that. But I'm excited, man. We got finally big content on the horizon. Seasonal stuff coming out a week after the actual patch, though, so there's going to be a little discrepancy. But, like, it'll be a good opportunity for everybody to get, like, honor gear during first week, if anything. Let's go, Rick Kindle. Who? Did I miss something? Anyway, you guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch all of you guys all on the next stream. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty, peace. My anxious eyes. Oh no, I feel you creeping in, my body bleeding sin. I'm drowning. Heaven, can you save me now from these thoughts inside my head? Yeah, you are the devil running through my mind. I can't get on your level. I swear to God I tried. I am not under your spell. Turn around and turn ahead. You cannot be anymore. Oh my God, you are the devil. So hard to save. Hallowed by my love for you, always stop me going under. Follow every step I take, cause I was a coming down. God, you are the devil running through my mind. I can't get on your level. I swear to God I tried. I am not under your spell. Turn around and turn ahead. You cannot be anymore. Oh my God, you are the